Okay. Alright. Let's continue, shall we? What the hell? Oh, never mind. Alright, thought I was getting a ping from Amy Discord saying that the GTIP is starting now, you're in it, what are you doing? I'm not in it, we're Gucci. Alright, we back, we good? Is it 1080p now? Can people see me in glorious HD? I hope so, because, alright, cool. Alright. Okay. What a fucking ordeal this past day and a half has been. Alright, let's start the footage from looks like this is actually going to be the end of Friday nights. I forgot to post this one, or I forgot to show this one yesterday because the timestamp on it was already September 21st, so the day after, but I'm now realizing, like, oh, it's because it was taken at 12:41 a.m. So, I sound quite sick. I feel quite sick, yeah. Alright, anyways, let's do it, shall we? So, here we are. This is the end of Friday night. I should have showed this last night, but oh well. Gotta do it for continuation. What's up, Baconator, coming out with the Prime sub.
Mr. 1080p streamer.
1080, yeah, wow. What's up, Baconator, with the sub, thank you, sir. It'll go directly to the Hot Pockets, Doritos, and 1080p fund. Wow, what technology we have nowadays. Alright, let's do it. Maybe turn this up a little more. Alright. Streamer? Streamer? Oh, there we go. I was gonna, like, did you have the camera facing the wrong way? Okay, there we go.
Okay. Oh. A streamer, no doubt.
Right. So I told you this yesterday, but I guess I'll refresh you. Basically, I went on this giant fucking walking adventures through a bunch of dark fields and empty campgrounds, and had to walk along the highway that definitely had no sidewalk, and it was like a whole hour-long adventure just to find my way back to my campground, because I went through a campground that I assumed was going to be filled with people and people doing stuff, and instead was empty, pitch black, and had no feasible way to get back to where my original campground was. So this is the end result of that.
Just informed you and went over. I did a lot of walking, a lot of unintended walking through campgrounds that I could have sworn were actual campgrounds that would have had people in them. They didn't. Yeah, that's a little anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of expecting more to walk through, and I ended up walking through,
or just anything,
2 miles of just open grass, pitch black darkness. So that's unfortunate, but hey, you know what? That's the way it goes. I guess every NASCAR adventure needs me walking through pitch black fields of darkness in a really super sketchy way that nobody else is walking through, and probably wasn't intended for pedestrians to walk through in the first place. But that's fine. I made it. I'm alive. I'm back at the campsite. Oh, I'm tired as fuck. So, yeah, not gonna lie. It's not Talladega. It's not, but still interesting. It's more of a subdued atmosphere. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say it. It's more subdued. Not in a bad way. Not in like a people are lame and boring and I hate them sort of way, but more in just like a, I don't know, people keep to themselves sort of way, which is fine. I do the same thing, so I can't blame them.
I think it's largely the campground I chose to stay in was the reason I got that vibe. I get the feeling there's other campgrounds where that wouldn't have been as much the case.
Anyways, I'm gonna turn the camera off, wipe myself down with some very juicy, moist baby wipes.
Yeah, I ended up just taking a shower. I don't know why I thought I would do that.
As my shower. Go to sleep. And then, wow, some dude just made a giant fucking fire over to the left side. That is impressive. Anyways, yeah, wipe myself down with cum wipes and sleep, wake up. I'm sure I'll probably end up being woken up by just the heat of the sun. And then we'll do part 2 tomorrow. Or in your case, Yeah, tomorrow, right? I'm gonna do the first part on Thursday and the second part on Friday. Even
No,
though
in
I
your case,
promised
like
that I
now.
wasn't gonna do more Friday streams after I got back from vacation, but here I am doing more Friday streams because it works better that way. I think there was a reason for it, but I don't remember what that reason was.
It's because I'm doing things with my friends tomorrow. Ten
Oh,
beers
right.
in.
Yeah, I'm doing shit with like friends in real life tomorrow. Well, okay, not my time tomorrow, but you watching the stream tomorrow because it's gonna be Saturday. Tomorrow, just. All right, I swear, Saturday stream's coming soon, TM. All right,
They are. Next
right
week.
after my
Next week.
OnlyFans. All right, I'm going to go to bed now. After I maybe eat a couple more Oreos.
Those were good.
Oh, fuck. All right. Good night, chat. How the fuck am I gonna walk all around tomorrow for the stream? Oh,
I felt fine the next day,
All right.
actually, to be honest.
Godspeed. Wish me luck.
Good job,
Okay.
streamer preconditioning himself, I guess.
Good night, chat.
All right. The next morning. Insert SpongeBob title card here. This is me waking up, showcasing the campground in the morning. You know, campground. It's a campground. You know, it's not worthy of quotation marks per se. Okay. And anyways, the actual introduction to that stream. Okay. By the way, so the reason you're gonna see me sitting inside the car like this is because the people that were staying right next to me were like pretty close to the point where they were very obviously within earshot. So I felt weird, like with the camera out, like sitting right next to them, like literally like 5 feet away, like just talking into the camera. So I was like, okay, I'll just sit back in my minivan, so that way I'm not really like within sight of them, so it's less weird that way. Was it less weird? I don't know, but I felt less weird.
Okay. Okay. All right, chat. So, might have drank maybe a little too much last night. Well, I mean, like not
Past me sounds now more like current me. Funny.
like a way that was like painful or miserable, but turns out 9 natty lights adds
10
up after a
actually,
while.
but who's
Turns out
counting?
that ends up equaling a large amount of alcohol, even if a 16 ouncer is not that much on its own, right? But that's okay. I get to sprawl out in my beautiful tents here. Woke up this morning feeling not terrible, so that's good.
A little groggy, but I felt
so
fine.
now it's like 10 a.m.
Better
or
than I
so
do
right
now.
now in the morning. And still at the campground, still at the racetrack. Racetrack's that way, directly behind the way the camera's facing. And because it's a night race, there's really nothing to do at the racetrack yet.
Eyes off the cock. Come on
Probably
now.
not start happening until probably another
Be polite.
2 or 3 hours.
How dare you objectify
So
me?
I figured, what could we do to fill those 2 to 3 hours? Well, there's a flea market nearby. It's like a 5-minute drive from here, and it's supposed to be something that's at least partially trying to appeal to the race fans that come in on the day of the race to see if they can sell their random ass knickknacks, right? So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, well, I was going to say pack up shop, but I kind of already did that before I started recording, but pack up the rest of the stuff, hop into the car, give up my prime campground spot right here, and head to the flea market to see what there is to see. And then maybe we can get our spot back after I get back. I don't know.
Spoiler alert, I
I'm trying
got
to
it
leave
back.
relatively
We were
early,
Gucci.
so that way I don't have to fight like insane traffic on the way back. But we'll see how much I end up regretting that. But so yeah, plan for today: flea market, and then probably a little bit later walk around all like the merchandise area around the track, and then obviously later tonight go to the actual race and enjoy that. Yeah, there you go. So that's the plan. Hopefully you enjoyed the first stream. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little disappointed by the end result of last night. I was hoping for more.
No, the funny thing is, yeah, I in the moment I was definitely feeling disappointed by it, and was kind of wishing that like there'd have been more crazy shit that happened. But honestly, watching back all the footage yesterday, I was like, you know what, it was still fun. I think still worthy of showcasing. So I think I was being a little hard on myself at the time. And that's before chat says like, no, I was actually pretty terrible. I was bored as fuck the whole time. Oh, okay. But no, I thought it was actually better than I felt like in the moment.
Shenanigans after the after that race last night ended, but you know, what can you do? I got very drunk, very tired, and in classic streamer fashion, walked an absolutely insane distance, taking a route that I should never have taken, and walked through places that no humans really should be walking. And I guess it's tradition at this point after Talladega. So, all right. Anyways, so I'm going to, like I said, finish backing up, hop in the car, gonna drive to the flea market, and I'll fire things up and see you guys there. All right.
All right. Hope you enjoyed Cock Cam. All right. And now cut to about, I don't know, probably 30 minutes later, and we're at the flea market. Wow.
Okay, and just like that, instantaneously on your end, we've arrived at the Tri-Cities Flea Market. Oh shit.
It's called Tri-Cities because there's like 3 cities within like a triangle of each other in that region. It's the one that I did the brewery tour through, like Johnson City, and then there's Kingsport, and then the actual city of Bristol. Tri-Cities.
Flea market in the middle of very rural eastern Tennessee. What sort of things can we find at a place like this? I don't know. Let's find out.
Like I said, this is only about a 5-minute drive from the racetrack, like from my campground, and it was literally right along the highway that you would use to go to drive the actual track itself. So very clearly, it was situated in a way where it was like meant to appeal to the race fans that were coming in for the day. And I mean, it's a flea market that runs year round, not just for the race. So apparently, it was one of the largest flea markets in the region. So I was like, all right, I'm curious to see what sort of knickknacks are being tossed about. I'm not much of a person that would normally go to flea markets, just because the stuff that's sold is normally just like, I don't really need stuff in general, and the stuff that's being sold at flea markets usually is just kind of gimmicky, right? But I was curious to see what sort of stuff would be sold at a flea market in this part of the country.
I think I parked in the lot that's like behind
Like East Europe with pickups, what?
The market, so we'll walk to the front first. Sure. All right. Oh, time to be super self-conscious about this. At the NASCAR race, when I'm filming, it's not really all that bad, but I get the feeling this one might be a little bit more painful. We'll see. We'll see. Also a little concerned about my car just roasting in the sun the entire time, especially since I have coolers in there that are trying to keep stuff preserved and cold, but
yeah, so one thing about the coolers that I got this year, I got styrofoam coolers, which I figured like it's easier to dispose of once you're done with them, right? I don't feel as bad. Whereas like last year at Talladega, I got like a hard shelled cooler, so I ended up donating it to Goodwill, so it didn't go to waste. But I paid like $25 for a cooler last year. This time around, I paid like $4 for each styrofoam cooler, so I was like, okay, that's a lot cheaper, a lot easier to dispose of. But one thing I definitely found out was like, yeah, styrofoam coolers not nearly as effective as like those Yeti coolers or like the whatever standard issue brand is coolers that have like the hard outside. The ice in there melts like twice as fast, so I was definitely concerned about my food and just overall ice preservation throughout the weekend. And during the peak afternoon hours, like if the car's like all locked up and sealed up, like it'd get insanely hot in there, and then the coolers would lose their effectiveness. Thankfully, it ended up not being an issue. All the food was fine. The beers were still cold.
I'm not gonna think that way. Okay. Hello, sir. Oh, run me over. Oh, you're going. All right. Well, shit. I guess we can just start here. I don't know. Let's see what there's to see. I could have parked up here. There might have been shade spots. Whatever. So, I'm not really one to go to a flea market all that often, just because I don't really, generally speaking, need stuff. But I do understand that half the appeal is just because you're looking for random knickknacks, right? Like what?
Here we are. Flea market girl arc. Oh my. Gotta find some eggs.
Oh my.
Now, one thing I immediately felt self-conscious about when I came to this was the fact that like every vendor you walked past, it was like pretty glaringly obvious that I'm wearing this camera on my chest or my phone camera or whatever. And I didn't want to like hover on their merchandise for super long at any one of them because like I didn't want to be like called out for being like, "Sir, you're not allowed to film my stuff here. How dare you be filming my property without my permission?" Blah blah blah. So I was like, I had to try my best to be at least sort of subtle about it, even though it is admittedly difficult to be subtle when you got the camera strapped to your chest. So that's why I might not linger on certain items as long as I wish, but that's why.
Chat,
Oh my,
TOS?
forgot about that one.
Oh, okay, that's creepy. Maybe we need a baby.
You're gonna hear that reaction a lot during this portion of the stream.
Wow, terrifying.
So much worthless crap at this flea market. There's gonna end up being some interesting stuff and good stuff too, but
Weird one to start it. I'll leave now.
so many random fucking booths with random shit that no one wants.
Oh, there he is. Okay. What a strange place to start. Like, you have that collection of stuff and just like, you think you should expose that to the whole world, let people know that
That's another thing, right? Like the level of dude, they're judging me so hard. The level of conversational volume around here was not very high, so because of that you're gonna kind of hear me sort of like trying to like mumble into my microphone the whole time, to once again not be super obvious about it.
That's what that stuff you collect? That's fascinating. Oh, here we go. So here's some rural Tennessee stuff, some tools. Random ass janky tools just all
Toss them all on the table,
Good.
sure.
But, that's something I could get behind. Good old
Cast
cast
iron.
iron.
Streamer I can't see. Oh,
Be good for a cooking stream.
that sneeze morphed into full-blown head cold 3 days later.
Not exactly super well equipped for a cooking stream though right now. In case you need some random genes.
Did I see any non-white people at all? Yes, I did. Yes, obviously the majority is white people, but there are other non-white people in NASCAR races. They exist. If you looked hard enough yesterday while we were doing the NASCAR stream, like, you saw them.
Oh,
Looks like I can pinpoint when I got sick. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was around so many people over the course of this weekend. Like, it must have been over the course of at some point this weekend. Who knows when. The Latinas. Oh, Latina feet, perhaps?
must have been beer not included.
Dale Jr.
Oh.
They were selling old the old packs of beer that didn't have beer in them anymore, but it's because the box had Dale Jr. on it.
It's the
Why
nostalgic
is everyone
Dale Jr.
fat? I
fan
mean, I
booth,
don't know.
guess.
Welcome to the southern U.S.
I really get the impression that like half these are just like people just like had the dirty living room, dirty attic. You're like, I'll just toss them on tables. Try some.
I got the sense from like all these outdoor tables, like literally just people like were scavenging their house, be like, what's some random shit I can sell at the flea market? Yeah, sure, grab that box.
Knickknacks, just random tools that once again you know were just some dude's shed, right? And he was just like, I gotta clean out my shed. So
Some mildly depressing
So
flea
just
market.
toss-
Well, this is the outdoor portion of it, but don't worry. I do promise it'll get less depressing. I promise.
put it all into a table and call it his booth. Ooh. Wow. Free? So
That was
toss it all
confusing
into
to
a
me. It's just
table and
like-
call it his booth. Ooh. Wow.
Anybody want a giant whatever this is? It's free. There you go. Take it, please. Taking up space. I can't keep this.
For free?
Zucchini? I have no idea what that is, but
I think I'm good on
I did not
cords
take
right
it.
now or whatever that is. Some DVDs or
dude, you'll this is gonna be a running theme. So many fucking DVDs, like more DVDs than I know still existed.
15 years too late on this one, I'm afraid.
Yeah, exactly, Corn
Once
Maker.
again,
I
just
have
like,
to wonder,
there's
like, these
middle some
booths right here,
closet
like,
cabinet, a bunch of extra DVDs that I
how
had.
much of this shit was actually being bought?
I don't watch DVDs anymore. Do you? No, you can sell them at the flea market, hon. Oh, got some just
Slightly
guns
used
sitting here.
zucchini. There it is, just a gun sitting there right on the table. Now, this is something I wonder that, like, every time I see, like, this will be more of a theme throughout the rest of the portion here, too, but, like, I don't know how the legality of this all works. I don't know how gun laws are. Um, but, like, if I choose to be like, hello, sir, I'd like to buy this gun, is it just like, okay, give me $100? All right, here's the gun. It's yours. Congratulations. That's it. Wipe your hands of it clean. You're Gucci. Or is it like, is it that easy? No paperwork. Yeah, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Like, I've seen the laws vary from state to state, but in Tennessee, is it just is like, here's $100 bill. I'll take that gun. Thank you. Take a box of ammo. All right, it's my gun now. Goodbye. You don't think it's legal here, but who's gonna arrest me? I don't know. Not sure. Sadly, yes, in most southern states. It's fascinating. That's the case. I mean, in this area specifically, I can see why owning a gun would be more necessary. You're in more of a wildernessy portion of the country where, like, you know, I don't know, black bears in your backyard or something might be necessary. But it is fascinating how much more casual gun existence of guns just in general are in that area. It's quite the contrast to where I'm used to like living.
Is it just that easy? Do you literally just like...
I saw this a little while ago. Why are the majority of people overweight? That joke's gonna keep getting funnier the more times people ask it.
Buy the gun at the table and you're just like, here you go. And you're
Buy an AR-15 for the raccoons. Oh, you'll see here in a second.
Is there more to it than that?
Premium raccoon killer.
That seems shockingly easy. These are kind of neat.
Indiana gun laws are just as lax. Are they?
Nice little...
I guess I've never looked into it. You'll have to forgive me. And Biggie coming in hot with the tier 1 sub now for 45 months. Oh shit, thank you sir, thank you sir. Your sub will go directly to the Hot Pockets Doritos and Flea Market Purchase Fund.
And stuff. That one,
appreciate you, bud. Thanks for
quite
hanging
the
out. Glad you're
collection.
enjoying, as
That
always.
was
I'll go to my
not
gun
just
fund, how
a
about
cabinet
that?
in his house.
Since apparently I can just
Fair.
freely purchase a gun at my local flea market. Nice. Nope. For those that didn't catch that, hold on. Try that in a small town, brother. You better get the fuck off my property, son. You got 5 seconds before I blow your fucking head off. It's such a fascinating like
Before this. Yeah,
microcosm
there's inside portions
of just what people's houses would look like and all the stuff they would have in their houses
there
are
are
in this
outdoor
part of the
portions
country.
this flea market and also indoor versions. So, based on my lack of sunscreen, we'll probably hop between the two. Seems like a good plan. Oh my!
Did I get a shot of this guy over here? I think it did, right? Okay, dude, he's so definitely giving me the eyeball stare down. So. All right, just had to hawk a giant loogies. All right. He's still staring at me. Yeah. It was such a like you were talking about like the AR-15 for killing squirrels. Like, oh, there it was. He just had his AR-15 sitting in his truck bed. I don't think he was selling this. Maybe he was. I don't think so though. I think he just had his gun sitting out here as a sort of just way to like kind of like I assume partially show it off and partially just like don't fuck with me sort of thing. But he just, there it is. There's big old kitted out AR-15 on display for all to see. Okay.
Oh, trading cards. There we go. Very exciting.
Sports cards. Sports cards. What happened with my VOD when I came back? Can't hear anything. Yes, watched last night's VOD instead because I know that was a problem, so I fixed it and restreamed the NASCAR stream again last night. So watch that one instead.
Oh man, you way underpriced there. I bet you. Well, you know, I hate to say this, but I made a mistake.
Some dude just like on the back of his pickup truck there, just like his AR just like sitting there, just on display. I don't think it was for sale. I think it was just sitting there on display as if it's just like, yeah, here we go.
Imagine you found an old binder of
this?
Pokemon
Yeah,
cards
right.
out there. I did not, I'm afraid.
This is
Maybe I
mine.
didn't look close
yeah,
enough.
Yeah, like not like in a threatening way, in like a showing off his badass gun sort of way.
Maybe a tiny bit of a threatening way, I don't know.
I mean, it was kind of impressive looking. I'll give him that.
It was definitely giving me the ocular pat down.
For sure, for sure. Rotate. No idea if I'd actually buy anything here, but fun to just peruse.
It was one of those if the urge strikes me sort of situations. This guy's straight from that show, Duck Dynasty. I'm sure he's one of the stars. Does anyone have a conversation here? Sure, you would see people just standing there, either talking to the vendors or talking to each other. I mean, I was trying to move it along. I didn't want to linger on anyone because that's weird, but like, yeah, they were there, just people just conversing.
Little NASCAR diecasts. Used to collect the hell out of these as a
So
kid.
quiet. In reality, it wasn't actually this quiet, but my mic does a good job at like not picking up like conversation from far away and only kind of picking up my voice. So it's kind of more muffled than it actually was in reality.
Right.
That's
I
Papa.
used to race them around. And I was like doing my own little race. My parents hated it because like I would always leave them out on the floor, and they'd be like, "Don't leave the cars on the floor. You're gonna," same thing as like leaving a Lego on the floor. Like, we're gonna split our feet open and go to the emergency room. It'll be all your fault. Why must you play with little toy cars? Why can't you be into a sport that's not as noisy? I swear that was a thing. Like, my mom would complain if I watched the race as a kid on TV, like, oh, all this engine and motor noises are very annoying. Can you please turn it down? Can you please watch it on mute?
Parents used to have this policy where it's just like, when I was a kid and wanted to watch NASCAR races, you're only allowed to watch 1 hour of every race. What a dumb fucking policy. And I'm pretty sure it's just because they were annoyed by like the audio of like the sound of the race cars. And they would be like, okay, you can pick 1 hour of the race to watch. And it's not like you know exactly when it's going to end, right? So it's just like, well, okay, I guess I want to watch the end. But like, then you would like, well, okay, let me try to start watching when it's an hour away from the finish. But sometimes you wouldn't know when that is. Like, Mom and Dad out there, if you're watching, what a dumb fucking policy that was. Love you, but why did you do that to me? That's so silly. You never did do that for me in any other sports that I watched. Just that one.
I can't stand the sound of all these engines. Oh, that was frustrating. Eventually, we got a setup that's
It's sad to see this area stuck in
allowed
the
me to
time
have,
warp
like,
of a world that's moved on without them. In fairness, I think a lot of flea markets, doesn't matter where you are, would look sort of similar to this. It's a flea market. What do you expect?
At the time, at least, this was like innovative, like headphones that would be wirelessly attached to the audio of the TV, so that way I could hear the noise without bothering my mom with those awful engine noises.
Definitely upgrade their F-150s. Hell yeah, brother. Look at all these trucks right here.
You going?
Oh, even bigger ones, so am I. I know.
Dale Earnhardt.
Big old race cars, hell yeah, brother. There you go. Oh, there's an Oreo one. Any Coke Zero Oreo cars, by chance?
A lot of nice bits and bobs and trinkets around here. Yeah, it really is. Let's say. Come and take it.
He doesn't even try to hide it. He's just like, there it is. All right. All right.
They're not even subtle about it. They're not even just like, oh, well, if you say the magic word, you can come in the back and look at the real merchandise. No, I'm just like, here it is on display. If you want to buy your swastika, there it is, bud. Okay.
Fascinating.
And there it is. Just memorabilia. Yeah, of course. He's just fascinated by history.
It's like one thing to believe whatever you
It's a
believe.
perfect
Another thing
thumbnail.
to be that
No, it's not.
open about it.
Movie props, yeah, it's from Indiana Jones.
Wow.
All that dude was part of a neo-Nazi
question.
gang. I'm going to assume he
Not
just
gonna lie.
enjoyed history. He was a history buff. Movie memorabilia collector, perhaps.
Ashtrays. Okay.
History enjoyer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How about this one?
This is weird here.
Person's not even here that's supposed to be running.
The person that was like supposed to be running this table wasn't here. This table was just completely empty, totally unwatched. Like I get there's other people around that could sort of kind of watch for them, but like all this jewelry just sitting out here on this table. And anybody could have just been like, yoink. But I guess it's just the honor system there.
In the booth, such a level of trust. Just be like, no one's gonna snatch
Unwatched,
all the jewelry just sitting out here. Lucky for them, I don't wear jewelry, so no reason to take it.
If I come out of the flea market with a Gressel or THC, you're gonna lose your shit. No mind. I'm searching for the Slayer's crests or the kisses of the spider. You know, need some little trinkets from the flea market.
Oh my. That's what I think it is.
Oh. Now we proceed to watch a segment of stream that shows you Dali has no experience with knives.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, I gotta close this. All right, I get it. There it is, Jeff Gordon. How do I close this? How do I do this? Do I just leave this here? No, that seems like a bad idea.
It's cool.
Fuck, how do I close this? How do I close this? Do I leave it here? No, that's irresponsible. Don't do that.
I can't. Fuck. Oh, I found it, I think.
He's the Magnum. That's the biggest one they make.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Yeah.
Don't want to leave that out. That'd been weird.
Should have bought it for $2 at that point. I can't bring it back on a plane with me.
Been very excited as a kid. Although, I'm not really sure why I would have needed a knife as a kid. Or as an
That
adult,
was a
really.
brief moment of panic. Thankfully, I don't think anybody saw me, or at least if they did, they didn't say anything. Fake redneck doesn't know my way around a pocket knife. Yeah. My cover was blown briefly there for a second.
That's nice. It is rather warm out here, yeah, not gonna lie. I think that goes inside there. We're gonna probably head that way pretty soon. Sounds good to me. Keep in mind, this is a very small portion, I believe, of this entire market, so I think we've only scratched
Yeah, if you
the
think it's like,
surface
oh, it's very sad looking, like, don't worry, this is like the beginning
so
section.
far.
This place was enormous. I'm gonna blow my nose, beer back.
What are you doing for storage in your new room? Do you have storage?
Man, so many DVDs. I'm just like, you gotta wonder how commonly people would actually buy them nowadays, right? Like even old people, don't they kind of at this point just kind of watch streaming stuff, or is that not caught on for the seniors yet? Did DVDs ever catch on with them? I don't know. I'm not old. Never will be. It's like a lot though. I mean, I guess maybe it's just like something like you could have like as a collector's item or something, but Nerf guns. Fog. Any OG Nerf gun YouTube video enjoyers? If you know, you know. The dollar table, wow! All these deals for a bunch of worthless junk that you'd have to pay $1 for, wow! Very exciting. Another dollar table, wow!
That's kind of neat. My mom's a fan of turtles. It's kind of adorable.
Alright, sorry. Also started running the dryer after the laundry washing machine incident before the stream started.
Sorry. I feel like half the stuff being sold is just like farming slash like
Buy the Ziploc bag for $1 and leave the contents on their table.
construction, but landscaping equipment. A lot of heavy duty stuff. And not only is like it being sold, but like it's a ton of people that are like looking at that stuff too. This guy's just like, ooh, check out this axe. Wow. Which like, I get it. If you live out here, it's rather rural and backwoods, countryside, whatever you want to call it. So it makes sense you would need, I don't know, an axe, I guess. Sure.
Sure.
I'm sure you should leave the eggs out in the sun like that. Feels like that'd be a little.
Damn, that was my chance to buy eggs from Egg Girl. Although I will admit, this Egg Girl maybe not quite exciting to purchase from.
I'm sure you should leave the eggs out in the sun like that. Feels like that'd be a little bad for the egg quality.
People selling their creepy ass dolls. Like, who's gonna buy this? I don't know.
Beanie Baby with the tag on still. It's worth millions because of that. As we all knew as kids, gotta keep the tags on, right?
Anyone else hear the fucking lies and as you know, kids like with the Beanie Babies? Oh my God, these are gonna be worth thousands of dollars one day. You gotta keep the tag on. It's a priceless artifact that's gonna be so valuable. Just give it time. Yeah, I don't think anybody's buying Beanie Babies for thousands of dollars nowadays. Just a hunch. Who perpetuated that myth? Must have been the people that made Beanie Baby just to make them more like sell better. I'm sure it worked. Everybody for a time was buying them.
There's at least like decent art stuff. Look at that.
Oh, she's staring. Egg Girl, she's still out there somewhere vending her items at the local farmer's market. Probably. They were right about Pokemon cards. I don't really think anybody though at the time was really claiming that Pokemon cards were going to be this long-term valuable commodity that was still going to be super valuable 30 years later. More just like a trading card frenzy, just like at the time.
They're chilling, like, if you're gonna buy something, then walk up, just talk to us. And there's other ones that are like trying to do like the art of the deal, like, hey, you like that purse there? I'll do that for $2. Best offer you'll find anywhere.
Sold all of your Beanie Babies and put the money in. You got from NFTs.
Don't try to do the art of the deal on me yet. Probably don't want to talk to the weird guy with the camera strapped to his chest. Fair.
Went from one scam to the next.
I just passed. Oh wait, hold on. I just completely passed this. This is kind of fun.
What did I pass?
Sadly, my IRL crossbow skill not quite up to snuff.
Little Astrathul just sitting there on the table.
It's all right. It's a hunter bow, anyways. Ugh. Gross. Anyone need to dry their balls? Might be a little moist at this point.
Did I see anyone selling actual guns? Yeah, we already saw a dude at the table earlier selling actual guns.
Well.
Oh, yes, they were. That crossbow's green bar prio, they can have it.
So from what I read,
cringe-ass green
most
class.
of the stuff, like most of the vendors are only here in the morning. Like technically this market I believe is open until like 5 p.m. or something, but it was advised that you show up before noon, so it's only like an hour or so. I think it's like 11.
Oh yeah, I got time.
I got time.
Turns out all my jokes are stale and completely pre-planned. Oh shit.
Alright. Oh, I'm legitimately kind of sweaty now. I'm gonna head inside. could use a bit of indoor.
It's kind of hot this day. It was hotter than the
Indoor
previous day. I
conditioning.
think it ended up being like mid 80s.
Doggy, hey buddy.
Hey, little buddy. Phone charger girl probably has a stall here selling all the chargers she's stolen. Yo, fuck that girl.
See people walking in
I
and
hope
out.
that charger like
Saw that earlier, too,
electrocuted
so-
her the day after she stole
Sure,
it.
let's see what's inside. Surely something very exciting.
Alright, into the AC. Ah, yes.
Oh man, air conditioning.
Whoops. Selling watch batteries, like knife holsters, knives. Fascinating. Huh. Do you ever feel nervous being half Asian in places like these? I don't know what people think people are like in this portion of the country, but no. The answer is no. At the absolute worst, people are going to maybe silently judge you, but even then, I don't think that's the case for like the vast, vast majority of people. People are not mean-spirited. People are not bad people by their just defaults in the South. Everyone's perfectly pleasant and friendly. I've never experienced any sort of differential treatment based on how I looked like when I was visiting these portions of the country. So no, frankly, the fact that you're even asking that question kind of implies to me that like you have a very preconceived notion of like what people are like down here. Most people are just regular people, man. In fact, I would say that pretty much everyone I met is just a regular person. Like the dude showing off the Nazi flags is probably an exception, but like, everyone's just a human being that's just being nice to each other. There's very shitty, tiny minorities out there that are exceptions that kind of ruin it for everyone else.
Oh man, air conditioning. Already improvement. Some weeb stuff.
Minus the Nazi dude.
This qualifies weeb stuff. It's like
Yeah, as qualifies as weeb shit, cringe. What are these called? Funko Pops. I don't get Funko Pops. To me, this falls into the category of cringe weeb shit.
adjacent.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, good dog. Well, that's interesting. Like an old school game store with like old school consoles and old school games to go with them. That's kind of neat.
Your late, does it say Flea Market near Bristol? It is, yes.
Not a person who grew up playing any sort of game console stuff because only ever had a PC, like I've told you guys before, but still. Kind of neat.
Yeah, I'm not like a console dude since I never had consoles growing up. But,
Some weeb stuff. I don't know. This qualifies weeb stuff. It's like
yeah.
adjacent.
I don't know, is any of this good shit? Hold on, turn around, streamer, show it off again.
Well, that's interesting. Like an old school game store with like.
Okay, got some N64s. That's actually kind of pog. N64 is cool. This isn't exactly old school, but damn. To be honest, if those like it was actually like local, and I wonder how much does an N64 go for nowadays? I'd be tempted to buy this just so I could play Mario Kart 64 and the legit N64. That'd be kind of fun. Huh. I know I said I didn't really own any consoles growing up, but Mario Kart 64 I used to play in an emulator all the fucking time on my computer, and I'd go over to friends' places and still play this on the real N64. So
Old school.
that one I
consoles,
definitely have a
old
soft
school
spot for.
Games to go with
Goes
them.
for a lot, doesn't that
kinda
doesn't
neat.
surprise me. It makes
Not,
sense.
Not a person who grew up playing any sort of game console stuff because only ever had a PC. Like
Amazon
I've
has
told
them
you
for
guys
100 to
before, but still.
$110. Yep.
Kind of neat.
I wonder how much they would have sold for here. I should have asked. I didn't see them at the time.
Knives.
It's too
I'm
bad.
not gonna play with any others, lest I not figure out how to be able to close one.
Lest I embarrass myself again.
What did I just have just say?
Want to get an old CRT and a bunch of retro consoles for a comfy gamer corner. Well, they definitely had them there in that booth. It's there for your gamer booth if you wanted it. Ban idiots, not guns. I'll say my rights don't end where your feelings begin. Look, I get it. When you see signs like that, you're like, well, everybody must be an asshole, right? Everyone's judging you. Like, no, like they
Man,
kind of
some
give
ser-
off this sentiment with these signs that like people at least outwardly are still friendly.
Stereotypes. Not.
Oh, wait a minute. Southern tradition, deer hunting, Southern style. Dude, I kind of forgot. Like, we still got to do the bingo, right? That's hunting imagery, is it not? That qualifies. Fuck it, dude. In fact, yeah, I didn't even frankly even think about the bingo at all when I was at this flea market. But hello, we're still doing the bingo, and that's hunting imagery right there. Boom, boom. Take it.
Not too inaccurate. Wow. Wow.
Looking good for the bingo. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, if you guys, by the way, yeah.
Same vendors every week.
If you guys want to do the bingo, you can, let me put that in the title actually. You can do exclamation point bingo in the chat and follow along. There's a high probability that I missed some stuff and I didn't see it. So if you guys see stuff that qualifies for the bingo, hey, let streamer know. We're all in this together.
Or if it's like different ones. I mean, I get the feeling that based on the fact that some of these setups look at
The
least
South State flag is banned in many
I was gonna
states.
say
Are you talking about the Confederate flag?
permanently.
Banned in many states? No, that'd be a First Amendment issue. You're allowed to fly the Confederate flag if you want to. It's part of your freedom of speech. But at the NASCAR races specifically, they ban it, but that's because it's on private property. But if you're just walking around in public, like, yeah, you can. I mean, you can be draped in the Confederate flag all you want. Like, no one's going to be able to stop you. People might judge you for it, depending on where you are, but no one's going to be able to stop you legally.
I guess they don't. They're all just using like the poke the hole in the wall board, whatever that's called, to set stuff up. So I guess it's mostly temporary.
Can you walk around with a German Nazi flag? My brother in Christ. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, you can. If you want to. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. It's still kind of weird, but yeah, you can.
What if maybe they set up for the season or something? Maybe that's what it is.
That's the First Amendment right there, brother. You do that in Europe, it's punishable. Yeah. Don't have quite the same First Amendment over there, I guess. Not that I'm worried about it. Not that I'm about to fly any swastikas over there anytime soon.
Am I supposed to know who that is? I don't know who that is. Reba McEntire.
That's why Europe sucks. If I want to show off my Nazi flag, I should be able to. Fuck them Europeans, yeah.
Apparently she used to be young at some point in her life. Who would have guessed?
Bunch of vinyl records. That one I can at least see the appeal for us, like, selling these. But the one that didn't make any sense to me was, like, the DVDs. There's so many booths that were just selling, like, hundreds or thousands of DVDs. And, like, who buys DVDs in 2024?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. If you collect Funko Pops, I'm not going to judge you.
Spent so much time looking at those records.
You are weird. And
yeah, I'm not really a vinyl record person, but I know a lot of people are into that sort of thing. And, like, yeah, if you are, like, there's a lot of interesting stuff to look at there for sure.
don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. Don't even look at me. Don't breathe the same air as me.
DVDs and CDs really good as lasting storage. Wow.
Kidding.
I didn't even see this, but like, this dude's armed to the fucking teeth. God damn, he's ready to go to war.
Sort of.
Is that a real gun? That's not a fake gun, I can guarantee you that. Sir, this is America.
There's some guy going through like just a giant box of baseball cards, just flipping through and like, checking them out one by one. While the vendor dude just standing there like,
Oh, I didn't even see that sign. There's
like,
Blade
oh my God,
South
man,
Knife
really look at every
Company.
single one. Because he was looking for some hidden gems,
Robert.
if you will.
Robert Palf having serious culture shock of normal people just walking around having a good time. Well, in his defense, like I wouldn't call that normal in most parts of the U.S. either. Like depends on where you are in the U.S., but like most parts of the U.S., you're not going to see a guy walking around in a marketplace with like a holstered gun and like the knife on his belt. Like where I live, like I don't see that. Like it's where I live is still more K-Kona than some places in the U.S., but yeah, you're only going to see that in like probably the South, honestly. Maybe like the Montana, Idaho sort of states as well, but that's about it.
Oh, he likes it. Wow.
Oh my, someone's saying like these sort of real guns being sold.
Oh, he likes it. Wow.
It's a little hard to tell. There's a big knife booth, but we trade, buy, and sell ammo. Ammo here. Ammo sales. Yeah, there were some booths that were just straight up selling just like all they sell is like gun stuff. It's kind of cool. Like what I mean by cool is like I never see that like places I live. Just never see just giant booths just selling guns everywhere. You're like, oh, that's a lot of guns.
Yeah, fuck Kyle Busch. Oh, wow. So once again.
There you go. Take your pick, brother.
Oh.
Virginia allows open carry of guns. You see a good few, only sometimes it is
Does it
weird.
really
Or is
just
it
this
weird?
easy? You just walk up and be
You're a
like,
big military area? Okay, well that makes a little more
I'd like
sense
to
in that
purchase
case.
your giant rifle, please. You just hand them like a
I
couple
mean, occasionally you'll see it in Indiana, but not very often.
hundo, and it's just like, there you
No
go.
way to do background
Here you
checks.
go,
Well, we were talking about
brother.
this earlier. Like
Yeah.
Biggie was talking about how like I don't think it's necessary. I think here you can literally just say, "Hello, I'd like to purchase one of those guns," and just say like, "Okay, it's $200." You hand them $200, and like, "Here you go. Have fun, move along." Can confirm you saw quite a few sidearms at the county fair this year in Montana. Yeah, that would make sense. Montana, Idaho, that sort of area. That checks out. I do at least understand gun culture more in Montana, Idaho, where once again, more wildernessy up there. So that way, if you need to actually defend yourself or property from like wildlife, you can see why it's necessary.
Right.
Can immigrants in the USA get guns? I am certainly no gun expert and gun law expert, so I don't even want to touch that topic. I'm not sure.
Comfy photo.
Montana's prime wild boar country, right? Need some big guns to defend your property? Yeah. I don't know how effective a 9mm is going to be against a wild boar,
Some
but
middle-aged mom stuff right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
parents would love a place like this. Yeah, like at the flea market, like certain people just love this shit right here. I personally doesn't really do much for me, but I know there's a lot of people who would love to just walk around through this and just explore and just see all the random shit. It is interesting just to see the random shit just people have.
Evil stepmom would have
Even
in
if I
like
don't need to buy
her
it.
living room. It's like the like that evil professor from Harry Potter, right? Umbridge. The sort of stuff like she would have in her little parlor of appearing to be a sweet old lady, but she's actually evil. I don't know why I'm getting so specific with this, but
Rip McGonagall, by the way.
yeah.
Oh, one icon, something of a boar killing expert. I'll defer to you on this one. Well, Dali gun stream win, brother. I got my guns right here.
Yeah, ain't no way that this is a temporary setup. This must be one that's just like always here, right? That's like elaborate.
What? You need a cut? What do you need?
Gun range, hell yeah, brother. Ask if they have any Dolly Parton. Ah, shit, I should have actually. Like I said, I wasn't even thinking about the bingo while I was at this, but man, there could have been some bingo stuff I could have found here. I should have searched harder. Hello, random NPC person just standing here.
Just imagining a spinning rat.
Should have put Freebird on the bingo.
So I'd say like the stuff in here definitely seems more, I guess, official merchandisey. I mean, I don't know what you qualify as official, but the stuff outside was like felt like it was just most people, like I said, just that kind of emptied out their basements or their attic or their shed outside and just kind of threw everything on the table and said, "Here you go, buy my stuff." But the stuff seems, like I said, like probably more
curated.
sold, if that makes sense.
That's the word I was looking for. I haven't been buying any fun/goofy items here to show off to my friends at the brewery. I didn't know. I don't know.
I'm good on snacks.
I was willing to buy something if like I saw something that'd be like, oh
Guess
yeah,
you
that's
can find
good. I
everything
don't know, nothing ever struck me as just like, oh, I gotta have it.
I hate the idea, by the way, of buying some food at some point, not snackies, but like an actual meal if there's something to be seen.
Sneakies.
Not sure yet what that'd be.
Perhaps next time. Yeah. Right there. The booby bouncer. Oh my. Didn't buy any booby bouncer shirts. I'm sorry, chat. Oh, there you go. Oh, he wasn't opening. Oh, all right. Never mind. Fuck you too. Did we get Rocky Top? No, I don't think we ever. I don't think I ever heard Rocky Top over the course of the week. Shirts are whack. Dude, there's some insane shirts here. There's like some just insane shit that was just like, wow, you would wear that in public?
Another indoor building. That sounds good. Or I guess, are these connected? I guess they are. Okay, so these are kind of the same thing then. Okay, well, let's see if I've been in this building yet. Ooh. Tacos and tortas? Oh.
Guys, jobs fill your pocket, but adventures fill your soul. It's like such like a basic white girl thing to say.
Well, that's a restaurant. That's straight up.
I don't want to like look super closely because I don't want to like you don't want to stand there too long and then they ask you like, oh, what would you like, and then you don't want to have to respond like, oh, nothing, just looking. What's up, Lavish? Welcome, dude. Asada, pollo, chorizo, pastor, birria, burritos, guaraches, whatever that is, gorditas, quesadilla, casa verde, whatever. Damn. This place smelled really good. I wasn't that hungry yet, but man, if I was, I'd have chowed down on something. The nacho cheese covered balls. Yeah, those balls, they were white when they first built that place.
It smells good, I'll tell you that.
Hello.
Have I been here already? I've been here already. I recognize the sign. Okay, turn around.
Colored exclusively by the cheese fumes. Oh my. I mean, I could think of worse things to be coated in. Yeah, biscuits and gravy they had there on the menu too. A little strange though at the Mexican restaurant, but I guess you gotta appeal to the white person that doesn't like Mexican food. Who doesn't like Mexican food though? Everybody loves Mexican food.
You know it's legit Mexican food when it's like super legit looking Mexicans that are making the food in the behind the counter there. You know it's the good shit. The silly white boy Mexican. Legit Mexican
what did I just see on that shirt?
Legit looking Mexicans
you know,
that are making the food
did
in the
technically say that like, well, it's if you hear the song, but like literally the bingo just says Rocky Top, right? So if we just see something referencing Rocky Top, hello, what have we here? Silly. Ding 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 ding. Rocky Top, something something Tennessee to me. Yeah, we're gonna count it. Fuck it, dude. Boom, boom. Nice.
White boy Mexican.
All right, we're doing okay on the bingo. Not bad, not bad. We only need this spot actually to.
We got a open air portion of the market.
We can, I guess, we can might as well mark off the free space, right? We really only need food with possum / squirrel / something weird to complete that one. Otherwise, I don't think we have more than 2 anywhere, do we? No, but still, all right.
Exciting.
Gunaholic back in the lair. Plenty of gunaholics at this flea market. I can guarantee you that. Can't believe we haven't seen any butt crack yet. That is a little surprising, to be honest. What is truck nuts? It's kind of I guess must be a U.S. thing. Truck nuts are basically where people have a truck and off the hitch of their truck. There's a Wikipedia page for it. Wow. I mean, it's kind of just what it sounds like. I'll let it speak for itself, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Needs DVDs when you get VHS. Oh my.
At least if they're selling VHS, I feel like that's almost more of like an antique collectible. That sort of point. So like I can like understand like them people selling VHSs a little more, but DVDs to me just seem like such a. It's like if you're a used car lot and you're trying to sell like a 2003 Honda Accord. It's like it's not old enough to be antique yet, and it's certainly not new enough to be flashy anymore. What's the reason for truck
Still,
nuts?
just the amount of people that are selling
What's the reason for putting giant ass spoilers and rims and other tacky shit in your car? I don't know, because people think it looks cool or something.
DVDs kind of blows my mind. Like, it can't be particularly profitable nowadays, right? You wouldn't think.
You want to get into collecting
But just
VHS
the sheer
porn.
number of these stands that are trying to sell them, like,
Can you
they
get
ever
nostalgic
sell?
while you're busting a nut?
they've been-
Fair.
like the vendors
Fair.
have just been trying to sell them now for the past like 10 years. I mean, there's no overhead, I guess, but I don't know. Cast iron, okay.
Dude, if I was in like a market like near me that I could like bring this, like put this in my car and just drive back to my place, I would totally buy like a cast iron pan right now. I'd totally be nice for some cooking streams.
Okay. Seasoned, I assume. Oh, yeah. Very seasoned. Never mind.
This high quality cookware, yeah, they were seasoned. They were oily to the touch even. Yeah, I've got the cast iron pot, but I could really use a cast iron skillet to be honest. I'm sure I could find one, obviously locally if I was looking for it. But I feel like you gotta get these ones, right? The ones that have been in the families for generations or some shit.
You know, I've been looking into maybe getting a cast iron skillet for cooking stream stuff. Like right now, I've got the cast iron Dutch oven, but size and shape, it's not always ideal, especially with the legs on it for cooking stuff. So
It won't take there. It won't.
if I was not flying on a flight back home, I'd actually probably halfway consider looking into one of those skillets. But
Yes, a Dutch oven.
yeah, that one would be annoying to throw into my suitcase.
Yeah, I agree, Mahler. If anything, right now it's more of like a space issue in my kitchen. Like I don't have unlimited cabinet space, but yeah, cast iron skillet's definitely on my long term. Like definitely need to get one of those list.
Dude, this entire thing is DVDs and VHS.
Seriously, how are there's no way that people are just buying DVDs enough to the point where like selling nothing but this can be worth it. Is there? Like, who? I don't get it. Who is buying DVDs in 2024?
This is for VHS tapes for that matter. How, dude? How are you like? Do you make any money? I guess this is the sort of thing that appealed to like super old people, right?
It didn't make sense. There's like giga old people there behind the counter talking to the person who's selling it, right? But Cary Grant, the signature collection.
The Cary Grant signature collection.
I said that.
The Clark Gable signature collection. Okay. Yeah. It must just be old people that are buying these in general. And it must just be like
They've been trying to sell for 15
like,
years. That's what I'm thinking, right? Have they just been coming to the same flea market for the past 10 years, trying to offload their thousands of DVDs that they have, and just like no one's buying them, so it just stays the same forever?
getting home and
Probably
popping
collectible
on
at some
their
point?
analog
I don't
TV
know.
and
I don't know. I don't
doing
think
whatever it
DVDs
is
have
that
reached the point of being
people do.
collectible yet.
I mean, not gonna lie, there's a lot of old people here, so it does sort of make sense.
Parents are old, mid 70s, and even
man.
that stuff is too old for them. Yeah, exactly. Like it feels like just like the vast majority of the population, or like the age group you're trying to appeal to with that stuff is like kind of dead already. We're getting very close to
Windshield
it.
Covers. I could actually really use one of those for the
All up front, the old dudes are
right
actually
now, so it's
drug
probably
lords using their
roasting in the
DVD
sun,
flea
all
market
that
business to launder
beer's
money.
getting warm. Yikes.
Maybe.
Not rubberback. Oh, just wait.
I see that Hey Arnold. I was never into Hey Arnold. That
Two for
show to me
$2.
just never
Yeah,
did it for me.
Seems like a good deal, actually. I mean, I'm not like in the
Something
market
football
for,
head. I don't
2
know.
for 12. Okay, that makes more sense. But still, even that, not in the market for a rug. But that being said, like,
Never liked that show that much.
if I was like furnishing an apartment, that'd be a pretty good way to get like a super cheap rug. It's not bad. It's not bad. every pair of jeans in existence right here. Well,
A lot of jeans. Boiled denim. I didn't ask if it was boiled.
I'm back outside into the heat. I think we were at this part already, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
they set
between
up,
when
like,
we
little
were
tents though. Oh, exciting.
between when we were indoors and now outdoors again, they set up like tents across all the tables, which makes sense because it was getting hot.
Smart.
Is this all
Was I
second
in this
hands?
part? I think I was.
I think so. I don't think any of the stuff sold at these is new. I can't say that for sure, but as far as I can tell, yes, it's all secondhand. It's kind of the point of a flea market, right?
In this part, right?
I think
we
their
just didn't have
used
these tents
jeans
up
comes
here
complete
a
with
little while
truck
ago.
nuts. Oh my! I don't think anything sold here is new, as far as I know. I'm sure there were some
Mine now.
exceptions, but for the most part, it's stuff that people have just collected and now just selling their shit.
Some dude just commented, "Oh, he's wearing the same sunglasses as me." And like looked over at the dude. Yep, those are my sunglasses. And then I awkwardly looked back and didn't say anything. He too probably bought them at Kohl's. That's where I bought them. Classic. So okay, yeah, I was here. So yeah, these are just like tents they've set up, I guess. Okay. Sure. See another building over here that I haven't been inside of. Oh wait, no, is that the one I originally
Never
went
been
inside
to a
of? Maybe
flea
it is,
market
actually.
before.
No, I went into that one.
I've definitely never been
Definitely
to
check out
one
the
on
one
this
over here.
scale. I've been to like really small ones, like ones that you could just like walk around and like kind of complete looking at the whole thing within 10 minutes.
All right, what do we got?
I've certainly never been to
Where do
one
you-
like this where it just feels like
all
it's
of
like a
these
mini
connected?
town. It was impressive.
No, this one's definitely separate. Okay, cool.
Once again, not really something that I
Well, let's take a look then, shall we?
personally would ever go to in my free time just because I don't really I'm not a person who just buys random stuff. But it's interesting
Sorry,
to look
Joel.
through. Interesting to show.
Not today, bud.
Oh, it's okay.
And the food was horrible and expensive. I can't wait to get back to my
Well, dude, they're everywhere. Cringe.
Fucking Funko Pops. Ugh.
I have been downtown Pittsburgh. We just done in my town.
Dale, there he is.
Racing, huh?
I guess there's only so many things you can sell at like this place, but
That rebel
feel
Confederate
like-
flag hat. Hell yeah, brother.
there's only, like,
South will
5
rise
different
up once
things
again.
sold.
You just wait, sir. Any day now. Funko Pops are the Beanie Babies of the
well, I'll say
2020s.
this. The stuff indoors is definitely different than
At least as a kid, Beanie Babies were like, you could like cuddle with them and be like, oh yeah, my stuffed animal. But like, what do you do with a Funko Pop? It just kind of just sits
stuff
there, doesn't
outdoors.
it?
Stuff outdoors was like all landscaping, construction, farming equipment, and guns and crossbows and random trash that they found in their attic. Whereas here, I guess it's a bit more, I don't know, knickknacks, if you will.
Curated is the word I feel like I should have said. You invest your
Nothing
retirement
wrong
into
with
them.
that.
Yeah, great.
If you come to a flea market, you're obviously looking for knickknacks, right?
Do we have a coal mining reference? I don't think I saw anything coal mining related so far. A little surprising, to be honest. Pork rinds, right? What is that? What? Actually, no, it's a pork rinds. What is this? I don't actually know. Chicharrones? Is that what it was? Sure.
I'm gonna get that one. Who's the old man?
A lot of old people here. Yeah, big pasta. That's kind of what I thought for a second.
As soon as you go in there, I got last name.
Interesting. Some dude selling like just like laptop.
Yeah, this one was kind of wild. Just like straight up, just like well, not new laptops, but like used laptops. Just come on over, buy one.
So,
A lot of random ass technology just sitting
random
there.
flea market laptop go for? Gaming laptop. Oh shit.
What was the price there? $375. I wonder if that is that a good
Laptop
deal. I
expert, have
wonder.
absolutely no idea what the specs or what.
I don't know what laptop that is. It's just like Dell something.
Gaming laptop. Oh shit.
It's $375 for this. A good deal. I have no idea.
I'm not a laptop expert. I have absolutely no idea what the specs.
Like from a
or
normie perspective, I see that price. I'm just like, yeah,
what,
that seems
model
pretty
that
good
is,
for
but,
what seems like a
you know,
newish laptop. but-
$375 is not terrible. You just need to like quickie laptop that looks like it didn't completely.
I can't imagine they're actually selling them at prices that are like super exclusive, amazing deal. You probably have to like haggle with them to get the actual super amazing exclusive deal.
They suck. Looks like it was fine.
And that's another reason why I don't want to go to these sort of things. I'm not a haggler. I don't want to haggle. I don't enjoy the process. I'm not good at it. I just like, give me a reasonable price and I'll pay it.
Probably better than my very obsolete and very shitty Chromebook nowadays.
More DVDs. All right, Chad, I'm going to need your help on this one.
I wonder it smells like popcorn in here. I'll explain that.
What is this stuff called?
What is this?
I couldn't think for the life of me what this... I've seen it a million times before. What is this stuff called? It's like the little... like gummy or like... No, it's not taffy. It's like these little cubes of sugared whateverness inside the jars. It's not taffy. It's more like a...
I guess it's...
It's like a Turkish Delights. Is that what it is? Hold on. It's closer. Is that what that is? Is that what I was trying to think of? Kind of, I guess. Yeah, maybe this is what I was trying to think of. I think they were like not. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know the exact texture, but I think it was soft. So maybe that's what it is. Turkish Delight. Jalapeno flavor. Yeah, some pretty wild ones here for sure. Amaretto, sassafras, butter pecan, jalapeno. Well,
gummy stuff? Okay. No, it's not like taffy, but it's like,
Here, my mind's spinning. Like, what's this called?
No, I can't see. Like, doesn't really technically label exactly what it is, but just kind of, I don't know.
I know you'd help, Chad. I knew you'd help me figure it out.
Right?
Thanks,
Surely.
Chad.
Not taffy, I know that. Oh, okay.
It's soy wax, right?
Alright, so. That was the upper portion, I believe. Oh. And you would think, like, wow, yeah, all right. There it all is. Wow.
Pretty good sized market.
Sized market, right?
Yeah.
Wait, have I even been to the ones like way over there at the end?
You had.
I think I have.
You have.
Fairly certain I have, yeah. But anyway, so you think like, wow, okay, a lot of stuff. That is the first half of the flea market. The second half is the portion that's down below in all of
This
these
was
buildings
huge,
right
dude.
here. Oh shit.
If you guys are bored or don't like this, let me know. We can skip ahead. I will admit that like eventually ends up just,
yeah, that's pretty big.
it eventually
I
ends up
guess,
being a
like I
lot of
said,
just
I
the
don't really
same
visit
thing.
flea markets at all. Not really my thing. But
I thought it was interesting.
assume that this is on the larger side, or maybe
This is
I don't
fun.
know.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a
regardless, it's interesting
window
to see all
into the
knickknacks.
culture of the
Nothing
area.
I'm particularly desperate to buy, but fun to just look at. Oh, fun to be
You're a
in the
flea
shade
market
as
slash
well.
used item market enjoyer yourself.
blessing.
Oh, okay then. Well, we shall continue.
Guess we're back to the sketch portion of the vendors. Not sketch, but
A little sketch.
I found this in my attic portion of the vendors. Yeah.
Let's see. What's that hat saying? I can see. Just like, see, this is like so random. Just like, I don't know, I want a pair of shoes. I found these in my attic. Sure. Also, while you're at it, you want a plate with some dude with a drum, maybe a picture of a rooster? Sure. You want a Sweet Dreams massage system, as seen on TV? Sure, I'll take that too.
Random assortment of items. Oh, need some VHS players? Oh my. Older than that, actually. That's like a record player. Okay, cool, cool.
How much for your cock
VHS,
photo, good
yeah.
sir? I'd like a personalized cock photo if that's possible.
Classic.
No one buys that stuff. Yeah, that's the thing.
wonder how
That's
old
what
I
I'm
was when
wondering.
that
Like,
stuff-
why is it even worth your time bringing all that shit out? Like, who's gonna buy that?
Producing VHS players as a,
One of those in the
as a
90s at the era
child.
we
Oh,
grew
when
up. For
did
some reason, they
DVDs
were selling a lot
become
of
a thing?
car stereos.
Like early 2000s, right? Like 2001, 2, 3, whatever.
Was my question? I think when did DVDs get popular? Something like that.
Because like I definitely used VHSs or well, watch stuff on VHSs as like a young kid, so like mid to late 90s, right? But I feel like it kind of dropped off after the millennium.
Yeah, VHSs really feels like it's like a nostalgic thing for like a millennial, but in reality, like they were really only the meta way to watch movies for like maybe a decade. Not even that.
By the way, in case you're wondering, the racetrack is that way, kind of like 5 minutes of driving that way, so not far away. Hence why it was nice and easy and convenient. Oh, holy shit. I didn't even realize this building over here is also, wow, a part
I checked. It's actually not.
of the thing. Big Boys Barbecue and Grill.
There's a lot of stolen shit in a
And a
basement
relatively
area.
small
and when cops
breakfast. I
came,
just had a
half of it
couple of
was hidden.
store-bought muffins. I definitely don't hate the idea of enjoying something a bit more substantial here pretty
Stuff being illegally sold at a flea market? No, no way.
soon.
Team Kettle Buck, wow. One bite, you're hooked.
All right. I mean, just kettle corn, settle down, but all right.
It's me doing the little wiggly dude impression.
What have we here?
Are they selling here? I was like nuts.
I guess that'd be the kettle
These buildings were not air conditioned compared to the ones that were in the upper portions, so these were a little rough.
corn that apparently one bite and you're hooked. I'm gonna be responsible and not get hooked, I guess.
Mr. Juan, I'm gonna need you to. There you go. See, just he come around the corner. He's all. He's not very long.
It smelled like truck nuts in there. Oh my. Smelled very musty. There's a little like a hot sauce booth. Like this entire thing was just them selling like hot sauce and stuff. They had chips in and out. It looked like it was like, are these free samples? And I thought they were, but like on the off chance, like the small off chance this is not free, I definitely don't want to catch myself on camera being like, oh, sorry, shit, I thought it was free. Okay, but I guess I have to pay for it now. So it's like, all right, nah, never mind. Normally, if it's free samples, they gotta make it obvious, right? Like put a little thing. I was saying like free samples, because if they don't put that, it's just like, well, is it? I don't know.
There's like
Probably is, right? They got like the spoons and the jars there, but I was going through the nightmare scenario in my head of what happens if
about it
it's
even,
not free, and then just
if it
like,
is technically
nah.
allowed.
All right, this was weird. I saw it.
Like snaps
and
and
it-
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I ended up seeing this a couple more times throughout this little flea market here,
If it is technically allowed.
and I get like some people just walking, they're coming to these flea markets as a vendor and just like
Dude, just selling
trying to
snacks
sell
and
some
stuff.
random shit
Oh.
that they have in their house or that they've collected over the years, whatever. The thing I don't understand though is there were multiple places that were just selling stuff that you would just buy at a grocery store. Like these are just prepackaged goldfish and little Debbie donuts and bags of chips and like shampoo bottles, like all this shit, like literally you would just buy in a grocery store. Every single one of these items you could find in a grocery store. I don't understand why a flea market vendor would have all this shit. Like I would assume just buy it all at a grocery store and then pop it into his truck, drive it all the way out to his flea market and just display it as if like, okay, now you can buy these here. Like, huh? It's probably stolen. I don't know. Like, why? If you're gonna steal stuff, why would you steal this? Like, what profit margin can you make on stealing this stuff? Like, you're selling little Debbie's donuts. Like, the Hostess cakes were for a reason. Remember that when the Hostess factory shut down that one time? Sure. Probably not from a grocery store. Probably another food outlet type. I don't care where he got this from. Like, whether it's stolen or where he bought it. Like, I'm just confused. Like, who's going to come into the flea market and be like, oh, cool, a bag of goldfish, just what I was looking for. And just like, I'll buy your goldfish, please. Like, ah, yes, I came here to buy some paper plates. I don't know. It was just like random. It was just like, no, is somebody going to come to the flea market to do their grocery shopping? Like, what? It was very confusing. Nobody was in those booths. Like, every time I passed by, like, nobody was like even perusing. Like, why would they? It's just like random junk food you'd find on grocery store shelves. He also looks like he's selling stuff for homeless folks based on the collection he's got there.
That's definitely.
I don't think so, man. There was other booths that were like selling other just random assortments of just various grocery prepackaged items. It was really just
The one I don't get, like a dude that's just selling like a bunch of just store-bought packaged.
And it's not like it was for like insanely dirt cheap
bags of
prices. It was
chips
like the same prices you would find at
cookies and
grocery
whatever,
stores.
like stuff you literally just go to the grocery store for.
You can see this guy's shirt. Race cars, burnouts, and freedom. Hell yeah, brother.
And, oh, he just buys it all and resells it at the flea market. Can't imagine.
Other
this is, like,
stuff's because
customer base for
coupons
that,
your mother
right?
used to do it. She always got a ton of stuff for free, like shampoo and soaps and such. I guess maybe that could help explain it. Like, he just got like, you bought that shit with like mass coupons, and so he got it for like all half off, and now he's trying to sell it for like retail price and like make the money back. I guess that seems like a lot of work to make what I would assume is a pretty minuscule amount of money.
Like, I'm good, dog. I'll just go to the grocery store. Very confusing.
Especially because no one seemingly bought that stuff. Like, yeah, you can resell it for like the full price again and make a profit if someone buys it, but nobody was buying that. Like, I don't get it. Find cases of food things at the local Amazon return outlet. Really? People be ordering food off Amazon as well? What? Very confusing. Come see us at our new space with lots of new items. Wow.
Rhonda's brand. You know, one thing I've noticed is that the stuff outside had much more NASCAR stuff.
I'm sorry,
versus,
but how
like,
lazy do you
inside,
have to
which
be to be
doesn't.
buying
I get
like
the feeling
food
the
off
outside
Amazon?
Stuff are the more
Come
temporary
on.
people that only show up for maybe like the NASCAR weekend, and then maybe like the more long-term
I know Amazon has the grocery section, but like,
vendors who aren't just
why?
only here for the NASCAR weekend are selling just more generic stuff, right?
I will admit this. Like, okay, if Amazon's selling like non-perishable stuff that's like maybe items that are hard to find in your area, I can totally see that. Fine, sure. The one I don't understand though is like, okay, let me buy like a bag of goldfish or something off Amazon. Something you can find in literally any grocery store in the entire country. Just like, I'm gonna buy it off Amazon. Like, huh? You pay shipping on that too? Huh?
Guess that makes sense.
You haven't been to a grocery store since pre-pandemic? Okay, sure. But like, I'm assuming what you do is you order your groceries online, like through the store, like the grocery store you'd buy, and they deliver it to you. Like, that's one thing. That's, I personally, I wouldn't do that, but like, fine, whatever. But I'm talking about like through Amazon. That's weird because like, they're not a grocery store. It's just a bunch of third-party resellers on Amazon. And it's not like it's going to arrive quickly. Like, why not just order directly through the grocery store is what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe I guess I've never tried, but like Amazon Fresh is a grocery store. Is it? Okay. Maybe I just don't have enough experience with this sort of thing. I never buy groceries online just in general, so I guess maybe I'm just not informed enough.
Building one.
They own Whole Foods.
How about building two?
Foods. Huh. No shit. I had no idea. Wow. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. I guess my Amazon example wasn't a very good one. In fairness, I guess you are correct, Amazon. I guess if they literally own Whole Foods, and now I'm starting to be like, okay, well, I guess they are kind of a grocery chain then, aren't they? The more you know. They bought it a couple of years ago. Damn, I had no idea. I'm blowing my nose, Spearback.
Yeah, I had to shut up there for a second. Some dude was like following directly behind me for like the, I don't know, 20 seconds. I didn't want to like seem like that guy. I'm sure I seem like that guy by literally just walking around with my setup right now, but still. Trying to at least be mildly subtle about this. Mildly. Sorta. Oh, this building is not air conditioned. Yikes. Oh, this one's a little rough. What?
They've been owned by They've owned Whole
Seems
Foods
like-
for 6
seems
years.
You're like someone's kid. Why are you selling this?
I'll never shop at Whole Foods.
It's just okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't have any text or like anything motivational. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know. Some random kid. Okay.
Dream, believe, imagine. Wow.
Gotta find the ones with the tags on them, of course. There we go.
Thousands of
Millions,
dollars.
actually.
Yeah.
Wow. See, here's the other sort of stuff that'd probably be in the. Oh my. Deception.
This is funny. Now that I think back on it, this is the first time throughout that weekend I started sneezing. And I started progressively sneezing more and more over the next couple of days. And then eventually that led to me being sick. I guess I must have picked up like whatever I have now. Man, it must have, maybe it was even before I got to the racetrack. I don't know.
Relatively nice stepmom's house that all of her knickknacks that make her look
Dust
like
and
an innocent
mold?
sweet
No,
house,
I just have a
evil.
cold, but like
Once again, I'm not sure why
Um,
I'm getting so specific. It is not a situation I've ever found
if you
myself
start
in.
sneezing, that would
I have a
imply
very
that like
loving
you already
mother.
been infected by whatever it is you got like a couple of days before that. Yeah, it could have been on the
This,
plane.
like,
You're,
screams
yeah,
like
for
boomer
all I know,
mom
you're
sorta-
right.
Or like, probably at this point, like grandma, but still.
Flea market with no AC. I guess you breathe in the. No, I mean like you're not gonna breathe in whatever like virus or whatever or that makes you sick, and then like 3 minutes later you
Some
start
soda.
sneezing.
There
Like,
it is. Okay. Good to
it's
know.
not how it works, bro. I have Wubby's immune system. Like every time I do travel, like go on a plane, nowadays it does feel like I get sick. I think it's just like I don't get exposed to the outside world often enough. So whenever I do go to the outside world, like I'm just guaranteed to get sick now. It does sort of feel that way nowadays, to be honest. It is a little annoying. Is there any Snow White references? I can't say I was looking for them. I got some kind of allergy. I don't think an allergy causes a head cold,
Quilts
but
and batting, huh? Is that common? Need quilts repaired?
most likely I just got on the plane on the way down. Yeah, good chance that's the case.
Oh. Wow. Does this work on camera? It does work, right? Yeah, it does. Neat. It's like one of those depends on what angle you look at it sort of things. Neat.
They love them Elvis. Yeah, it's just further proof that these flea markets trying to appeal to people that are like really fucking old, right? Scooby Doo, wow. Like who's gonna be buying Elvis memorabilia in 2024? Probably no one under the age of like 80.
It's a new one. It's like a leather thing with a bunch of belts, I assume, that are homemade or maybe not. I don't know, but
Who doesn't love Elvis? I have no strong feelings on Elvis. I mean, I know of his most popular songs, but like, I mean, it's just like I don't know. I don't listen to Elvis. It's just a little old for my taste.
really, brass knuckles, huh? What would you ever actually use those for? I mean, I know the obvious answer is punching a dude, but like, are people like buying brass knuckles so that way they can be like, yeah?
Someone else find it ironic they got this thing right below, like smiling because life is a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. Hey kid, you want to buy some brass knuckles? What I like? Well, yeah, I'm gonna echo my question again. What do you need to buy brass knuckles for? What do you need to own these for? In what context are you be using these? I don't get it. I don't get it. Knives, like, all right, fine. There's gonna be some use cases, but like brass knuckles, isn't the only context in which you'll use this is to beat the shit out of some dude? Huh? Give a guy something to smile
Put my
about.
brass knuckles on.
I don't know.
Don't you dare get in a tussle. Oh my, we got an eagle knife too.
America, baby.
America, baby.
Ooh, Shadow Ops if you want to be like a super tactical cosplayer.
We got like the eagle, like
They
little
also have
on the
brass
the tip of the
knuckles plus
handle.
knife combos. Just like, were you getting in bar fights like every fucking weekend or something? Like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I got my brass knuckles on me. Those always come in handy. Huh? What? Damn, that's one hell of a knife right there. Jesus.
I mean, it's a little
Those are actually
It's a
so
little much,
dangerous.
but
Yeah,
it's
I'm sure.
Interesting. Definitely get your America
Yeah, you hang it up on the wall, which is for decoration, of course.
pride point across.
Got jumped and got brazed by a brass knuckle back in 2007. Not kidding. I mean, I believe you. Like, I mean, yeah, that's the kind of the only scenario I can think of in which you would need them to buy them. Like, if you plan on beating the shit out of someone and like it's, oh, perfect. These will help me mug someone. Like, questionable. The don't tread on me pocket knife is cringe. All of that stuff is very interesting right there. Knives, I get. Brass knuckles, you have to wonder.
Funny. This is called
Fake
floral,
flowers,
but they're all fake flowers.
You know, even if you are religious, no judgment, whatever. People believe whatever they want to believe. Even if a person is super religious, do you really want to walk around with a hat just like saying like "I heart Jesus"? Feels a little on the nose.
Only jewelry, but I'll take the I
Is
heard
this
Jesus
not
hat.
soccer?
Okay.
What's up, Ferrorix coming in out of the Browns have been out for 20 months. Why would it be soccer? What? Your sub will go directly to the Hot Pockets, Doritos, and
Damn.
True
this
American
place just
Sport
keeps going on and
NASCAR
on.
fund.
I mean, like, obviously not every little slot, I guess, is filled, but still. And like, I mean, I guess it is because it's maybe partially because it's
Might have
the
made brass knuckles in
weekend
middle
of the race
school?
here, but it's impressively
For
busy as
what?
well. A lot of people here. There's, I don't know, what feels like a lot of people based on how big this place is. All right, where am I now? Wow, that was just only the second building. Okay, yeah, sure. Another one we go.
Big Rock. Only 4 more large shit
there's
store
also a lot of
containers to go.
conditioning. Not like this.
Oh, come on. At least it's sort of interesting, right?
Oh, it's ours, of course. Very artistic.
Ladies, hello.
Tasteful, of course. Very artistic.
It's art, Twitch. I was appreciating the art.
This place just like, this building specifically just smells like an antique store. Which
That
based on the
antique
stuff
store
I've seen,
smell.
kind of makes sense. Oh, they have like little incense over here too. That makes sense as to why I'm smelling that. Okay.
You made wood knuckles. Oh, man. There's my setup, by the way, in case you're wondering how ridiculous I looked. I was wearing my Raise Hell, Praise Dale tank top, too.
You see me? No, you can't. Shit. Oh. There you go.
You can't even see me wearing those sunglasses.
They're only $3.
Just looking for now. But
God
thanks.
damn it. And I stood around long enough to be like the vendor, like, oh, only $3. No, fuck off. I'm not looking to buy anything. I'm going to leave. Oh.
Hey, Cece.
Trying to do the art of the deal.
Look
with
like a
me. Trying to get
terrorist?
My
Bro.
face grease on one of those.
And people think I'm like official for
accomplished.
something? God, I hope not. Hopefully it's incentive for people to not bother me and not talk to me.
Frankly, a little insulting that a lady.
The
thought I
county
had bright,
inspector, yes,
hot
the county
red
inspector wearing the
kerosene
Raise
glasses.
Hell,
That's
Praise
what
Dale
it's
tank top.
Come on. Although I guess usually, in that sort of context, like, oh, anything will look good on you. Whatever you think looks good on you, that looks good. Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
Number 24. Well,
Tony Stewart.
Tony Stewart.
Dale Jr. Catching flea market swindlers charging $3 for tack. This one blew my mind. This entire like little booth,
How does
whatever you
one
want to call it.
collect this many plushies to sell? How does one even get all of these? Obviously not. It's not like someone's making them. Like, you know, not all one person, I mean. How does one acquire all this stuff?
Did you know you
Where does
can
it come
use
from?
SNAP EBT benefits at local farmers markets? Plus, if you spend $20 with SNAP, you can
blows
still
my
get another
mind.
It's like,
That's
you know,
right,
this one blows my
$40
mind.
worth
This
of
is like
fresh
a.
fruits and
Keep in mind,
vegetables.
all of this just
This
within
one goes
one
way
little
beyond like
one little store.
Your local market
stuff that
selling
was in your
just
attic,
under
right?
a
This
year
stuff
at
you like
farmers
have to have
markets
collected
and
over the
learn
course
about
of
the SNAP program. Go to your local
decades, feels like.
today. Supported by the USDA, the
Like
Appalachian RC,
stuffed animals and
sponsored by
little
UBC
And, like
Rentals, and
ceramic
brought to you by the
roosters
SNAP
and
Empire.
paintings of the Joker and like jars of cookie tins or whatever.
Where do
Like
you get it all? Like, you just buy it from other flea markets and just kind of build a collection of stuff that then you try to resell? Or
where does this all come from? Where do they buy it? How do they acquire this all? How do they have this much
Impressive. I
shit?
don't even know how you acquire this much stuff. And like, not
There's
just
no theme to it either. There's just random assortment of just stuff.
this
How
much
do they
stuff.
get
Like,
this
much
all?
just, like, it's random stuff, right? It's all different. It's all like just. I don't know.
Looks like all trash to you. I'm not going to comment on the value or the desirableness of everything because, like, I guess, you know, everybody wants to buy different things. It's just like, to me, it's just the sheer fact that just like, they just get just so much stuff. I couldn't acquire all this much different random stuff if I tried. This feels like this would take decades to acquire.
That's just an assortment of just,
Estate
like,
sales or liquidation
tons of
sales? Yeah,
different
maybe.
items that are all seemingly just kind of.
Just like, it feels like it'd be a full-time
connected
job
in
just to
any way.
acquire shit. Like, all of this different, weird, various assortment of stuff. And just like, you have to wonder, like, is it worth it? Do they make money on this? Like, obviously they're trying to sell it, but how much of this stuff actually sells? Like, do they profit off this? Carefully curated? Are they, though? It's just, all of this is just so random. I don't understand the power of the hoarder pack rat. I guess not.
Okay, whoa. Feels like you should be really excited all of a sudden.
What are you filming, streamer? What?
Hey, buddy.
Doggy. Hey, man. You need some Game of Thrones trading cards? There you go. There you go.
Man, I remember these games as a kid. You would have like these little. In fact, I might have had this exact one now that I think about it. $15, bro. I'm fairly certain I had like one of these exact ones. This used to be such a thing, right? Where like you would have a little handheld game that only played one game, right? I had like a Yahtzee one as a kid. I remember
Played the shit out of that Yahtzee one. That was by far my favorite.
I had a Deal or No Deal one as a kid. A couple of other ones, but kinda funny
Tetris
how
and a Tetris one.
phones essentially replace those with their entire function, huh? Random ass camera. I'm not a camera guy. Is this like? I'm assuming this is old, right? Must be.
Yakko from Animaniacs is cool. You'd buy that. Okay. Smile
Full
shutter.
HD 1080 image. Well, probably somewhat old if it's trying to brag about 1080p, huh?
May seem random for a rookie, but
Anyways,
for a
yeah,
veteran flea
fascinating
market
about
enjoyer,
stuff.
there's a very special collection of items. I mean, I have no doubt that there's like hidden gems in here for sure. It's just, I have a hard time kind of being able to consolidate in my mind how a person would come to have all these things. It's impressive, honestly.
At Alley. Well, there it is.
How can't we find a mining reference? That is kind of surprising, isn't it? Here's another one, which is like, look at all this shit, man. How? Where did you get all of
This
this?
stuff. It's like the same. It's like the same sort of thing. How do you get all this stuff? Where's that all come from? How does one acquire this much stuff? I'm just impressed. I don't want any of it, but like I'm just blown away by like. How do you collect all this? Where do you buy it?
Recklessness. Bonkers. Is
How
that
do you
a
get
nips?
it in a way where you're like, oh yeah, this will be perfect for my flea market place that I can then obviously
Coming
totally
out with the
sell
raid.
these at for
I take it that
my
means the
money.
Amy raid is over. Hopefully that went well. Is Nips a streamer now? He peruses sometimes. He dabbles.
Yeah, thanks.
30% off anything over $1.
Just looking for now, but appreciate it.
I'm good, dog. Rated Nips, but he went off stream instantly. Unlucky, brother. Unlucky. We're just enjoying seeing all this random flea market garbage. Don't worry, the NASCAR part starts pretty soon. There's not too much left of this part. There's like 15 minutes left. Then we'll head back to the NASCAR track and do NASCAR things. Bunch of like old people antique shit.
There we go. All the farm equipment you never need.
Damn, that's a hardcore one right there. Got Might have Menethil and Twisty Nether SKT loot. So I didn't miss out on much is what you're saying. That's good. God, family, and country. 3 most important things in life right there, boys.
Back to popcorn. Guess that's the end of each one.
Tennessee whiskey, Wilkin Bar Firebit. Hide and seek champion right there.
Well, that's one of that. I guess like pork rinds as well.
Pork rinds, delicious. What does it say? Just savage. Okay. Savage is the type
Pork
of
rinds
rifle.
are tasty.
Oh,
but
is that a
it's an
thing?
excellent way to like make sure you like tear the entire roof of your mouth.
They even
Your
had
mouth
German
is, like, feeling
flags
bad for
here.
the next, like, 5 days after
well,
eating them.
It wasn't flag. That
Still
was
delicious.
from
Still
Germany, I
sometimes worth
suppose.
eating, but yeah, I'm good for now, dog.
Not the USA, I guess not.
Wow. Just another building. This place is huge. Unlike fake flower lady from earlier, I think these are these real? No, these fake? I think they're fake.
I fooled you though.
Yeah, definitely fake. Sag. Cool looking.
300
nonetheless.
savage. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it fooled me, so you know, must count for something.
Oh. Okay, there you go.
Those airsoft guns, I guess. Must
So it's
be.
like it's a rifle round. Sure.
Feels like if you live around here, like why own an airsoft gun? Probably just own the real thing, right?
Right. Found a whole SS uniform in a flea shop in North England. I guess they just raided Grandpa's old closet and just decided that, like, well, he's dead now. Might as well give this to someone else who'd really be able to appreciate it. Okay.
Wow.
I know, and you loved it. Back then.
Wonder what
Agreed. Not looking at Booba.
what people like the vendors.
Flea
do with
markets
their
always have
stuff
some of the
when it's
weirdest
not
shit. They really
being sold
do.
Here. They just have a warehouse filled with like mannequins wearing sports bras.
Right? Because I know
Thing.
this flea market isn't open every day. It's only open 3 days a week. And maybe some of these more permanent vendors just keep their stuff here, like, throughout the entire week. But, like, some of those people, like, at the outdoor tables, like, they just, where do they take this stuff? Where do they store this stuff? Where do they take this back to? They have a storage unit containing, like, all their mannequins and... I don't know.
Ribdale. I am actually wearing my Raise Hell Praise Dale tank top, so it's only appropriate that you gotta honor him. Pour one out for the Big D, if you will. And I guess he'd probably go by Big E. I have no idea. Rip Chris Bacon. Yeah.
Who?
Okay. Love that guy. Damn shame.
They're probably traveling merchants go around and sell their shit for a living. Yeah, maybe. But still, some of these places just have so much stuff, like you couldn't fit it all into one car. I mean, unless you have like a giant trailer truck or whatever. I don't know. Crispy bacon. Oh.
You know,
No, I
not a
feel
lot
dumb.
of Joe Biden flags around here. I don't know
Where's
why.
my fuck Kamala Harris stuff? How's that not a thing yet? What's going on? Where's my FKH stuff?
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this should be the last building, I guess. Right? I don't think these are a part of it. Not that I can tell.
Too new for a flea market? I guess, but I never saw it. I didn't
alright.
remember seeing it at the NASCAR race either. No pets allowed. Oh.
Oh. Man, I actually wouldn't hate a slice of pizza. Wow, they more than just
They got fucking everything, man. This was kind of impressive.
pizza. They're selling like everything there. They got coffee, they got milkshakes, they got cappuccino, they got donuts, pizza, French fries, tater tots, milkshakes, butter pecan, and blah blah blah.
Anybody want any fruit flavored espresso drinks? Anyone want a pina colada espresso? Ugh.
Wow, they sell breakfast, breakfast pizza. Is there anything they don't sell? Oh, nice.
It's one of those things where it's just like
Pretzels.
when their menu gets too big and too expensive, you have to wonder what the quality of the food is.
Why do I get the feeling that it's just like, no, just get like the pre-packaged frozen pizza that they just toss in the microwave and like, yeah, we got some pizza for you, homemade. Heat this pizza up in my home all by myself.
Every pizza's a breakfast pizza. Any food is breakfast food if you try hard enough and if you're hungry enough. It's kind of weird how society dictates like what foods are for what time of day, whereas in reality, like, oh, you can eat it any day,
You know,
time of the
I
day
will
you want.
say, I'm aware it's an election year, but the concentration of Trump stuff here is far higher than I've ever seen anywhere, ever. There we go. That's my stream sign right there.
Just take a screenshot of this and just like post this and just exclamation point politics.
Buy that and just like pin that to my green screen. But yeah, it's the
As a European, it's very interesting seeing regular folks walking around in cowboy boots / hat over here. Well, it's a very regional thing. Like, yeah, you saw it in this area. You wouldn't really see it like where I live.
concentration of like the Trump stuff is, I don't know, just interesting. Like it definitely wasn't even this much in Alabama. Like I realized like last year was not an election year, but still.
Yeah, it was everywhere that weekend. Like at the NASCAR race and the flea market, it was like Trump stuff. Like, you know, obviously you expect to see it, but it was just like everywhere you looked. It was like everywhere. It was really it was extremely noticeable.
I guess the populace loves Trump here. I mean, can't say I'm surprised. Let's not kid ourselves here, but interesting.
Right time. Yeah, it's that time of year, like during an election year. I get it, but still. As a person who's just not into politics much, just in general, it's just like, wow, it's fucking everywhere. Am I triggered? I'm not
Pray for
saying
him
I'm
enough,
triggered.
we'll,
No,
get out of that
I just find it
wheelchair.
interesting just to see how much of it is. I don't get offended by people's political preferences. I don't care that much, to be honest.
A lot of vendors that sell Hot Wheels, like the little mini die-cast cars here. Once again, that's just like that's one of those ones where you just have to wonder, like, how many people are buying those? A lot of Hot Wheels collectors? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
like-
sorry, you skipped over the Trumpkin.
A lot of vendors that sell Hot Wheels, like the little mini die-cast cars here.
Wow.
Once again, that's just like that's one of those ones where you just have to wonder, like, how many people are buying those? A lot of Hot Wheels collectors? Is that a thing?
Trumpkin, kind of cool. It would be kind of funny to have like the pumpkin and like on your patio and like have like the Trump wig on top of it. Wow, what a physique! How do you get a physique like this? We talked about this yesterday already, but like, wow.
He won a stage last night. Yeah.
Years of drinking beer, I guess. Guy says yeehaw 100%. Hey, you know what? If you can't say it in good old deep south of the United
Close,
States, where
that's
else are
it.
you gonna stay, brother? What in tarnation? Some southern accents. Oh, you heard plenty of southern accents down here. No doubt about
Yeah,
that.
this way. Okay. Did I pull off that look? Of any of them, really?
Yeah, I could rock
Maybe
the
grow some
long
chest
hair.
get a bandana. Probably.
Yeah. Gonna reinvent myself. Where is this? This is a flea market a little bit to the south of Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee.
I haven't seen much of this one, actually, like CDs being sold. Plenty of DVDs, plenty of, I don't know, like, I guess there were some VHS even, but first time I've seen a bunch of CDs being sold.
Slayer.
This one, I don't know. I guess that it's the same appeal as having a DVD, right? Just having like the physical media you can play whenever you want.
It's like if you
Personally, I'm
give me a
good, but,
CD, I don't think I have anything to play a CD in 2024.
I can understand it. I guess the appeal to
My
maybe
voice
some
sounds
people.
way deeper. Yes, I am sick.
See, how weird is this, man?
See, here's another one, man. Yeah,
Go to Walmart.
just people selling just cans of Hormel chili. Who's gonna buy this? This is the same sort of thing that I talked about before. Like, what? Huh? Yeah, here's a box of Nature Valley protein bars, stovetop stuffing. Like, why are you trying to resell this? I'm so confused.
Buy a can of chili, the exact same one. But like, do people come here and do grocery shopping? Like, just like, I need to get some groceries. I head down to the flea market. What?
Convenience thing, buying dinner while browsing the flea market?
that a
Ain't
thing?
no way, man. Ain't
How
no
is
way
that the
someone's
thing?
that lazy. Be like,
They
well,
sell
I don't feel like
everything
going
over the
anywhere
course of
else.
the entire day? Is some dude like hungry enough to the point where it's just like, man, you know what? Use a can of chili right now.
It's a snack for in between. What? Somebody buys a can of chili, like has their can opener on them, cracks it open, just starts scooping the chili out of the can into their mouth. Like, what?
Oh,
I don't think the people in there go to the grocery store for dinner. It's a flea market. Like, regular people just come there because they're looking for knickknacks.
previewed. Make it sound so like dirty.
Had a guy eat a stick of butter. Yeah, sure, but this is not the NASCAR race.
I viewed it last night. Don't worry.
There are plenty of people here that are not here for the NASCAR race.
It's your turn to view it tonight.
They gotta use their knives for something. Oh, so the knives they bought earlier, maybe the brass knuckles can be used to open the cans.
Once again, just shitload of DVDs. Have you ever wanted to own the entire Rocky heavyweight collection? You could own it right now on Blu-ray and DVD. Well,
For $14, wow. Ride along. Riot, cage to kill. Oh. Rising Sun, The River Murders, The River Wild. Roadhouse, The Road. Road of Perdition, Roadhouse 2. Robin Hood, Robinson Crusoe, The Rock, Rocky 3. Rocky top notch. Honestly, all the movies from the
Maybe
Rocky
play
franchise
games
are very
and try to see,
watchable.
like,
It's fun to watch Rocky
just
be
how
the
many of the
underdog
same
and
DVDs
get the
you can
shit
find
beat out of
throughout
him, but
all
then
these
somehow
different
win at the
vendors.
end.
Just try to see like just how many copies
No
of Rocky
weeb slash
3 you
anime
can
slash
find.
manga booths in the flea market. I mean, we saw
Oh, you
cringe
do 20 copies
Funko
of
Pop
Rocky 3
stuff,
at the end
but
of the
yeah, I
day,
never saw a
but
full-on weeb booth.
it'd be funny. I guess what you do is you just take it to your own flea market booth and just resell the DVDs that I assume they all just kind of cycle through. They're all just selling them to each other the whole time.
That's kind of like why it's almost the impression I get. It's just like, do all these DVDs just change hand between all these different flea market vendors like in the
I walked
region?
this way,
And it's
right?
like,
I did, yeah.
oh yeah, I'll buy this giant lot of DVDs so I can sell it at my flea market. And like some other dude who runs a flea market would be like, oh yeah, I'll buy these so I can sell them.
I think I did.
Kind of collectively all just trade with them within themselves. What does "Let's Go Brandon" mean?
Oh, right, yeah.
It means well,
Well,
it means
there
that
you
this is a politics-free zone, so it means nothing.
go. All right, chat. I think that's it. Pretty sure that covers it. There's a lot of stuff, though. I'll say that. It's all like, tacky flea market stuff for the most part, but That's okay.
Just someone
Right?
cheering for a guy named Brandon. Yeah,
What else are you really
it's all
realistically
those
expecting
Brandons
to
out
see
there.
anyways?
Let's go, man.
All right, I think I'm smart about this and kind of looped my way back to where I originally parked in the first place. Clutch.
Also, the concentration of people, like of cars that were pickup trucks in this region,
Oh,
not
man, I
surprising.
did a lot
but,
of
like,
walking
man,
last night, so
half the cars
Now
are,
the,
are pickup trucks.
walking today, even in the flea market's kind of like, all right, yeah, feeling this a little bit. A lot more full than when I got here, so I guess I showed up at a good time
It's
when all
for-
the good stuff was still here. Oh,
It's for Brandon Inge, a hugely popular Detroit Tigers player in the early 2000s, fan favorite. Yeah, okay. Where's the truck nuts, man? What the fuck?
all right, let's get back to the mom van. I think it's time we get our mom van back to Talladega before it starts to get too crowded and too trafficy, because I don't want to sit in traffic for an hour. That would not be fun. What time is it now? I have no idea because I can't check because I'm using my phone as the camera, so don't know what
It's
time it
around
is,
noon,
but I
I
assume
think.
it's probably getting relatively close to the point of the day where we can head back to the track and just walk around to see what there is to see at the track itself.
Guess we're wrong about the rednecks. There was very civilized and peaceful judging by this episode. I mean, like, that's what I expect. I don't know what other people expect, but like, yeah, you don't expect people like, I don't know. People aren't like, everyone's just a normal person for the most part. This is, like I said earlier, just a tiny minorities that kind of ruin it for the rest of us.
So I want to walk around like
Most
all the
people are just
vendor
nice
merchandise
people that
area,
are just
see all
existing
the,
and living their lives.
all the sites, all the stuff. Do the NASCAR race day experience, right? Where's my mom van? I parked it around here somewhere. Mom van. Oh, I see it. We're good. No one stole my car. I'm something of a mom myself, you know, so can't be walking around Bristol, Tennessee without my mom van.
A mom enjoyer, yeah. Bought it for min bid as is typical.
Shit, cringe. Man, those Funko Pops, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, if everyone needs a hobby, I guess, but the Funko Pop thing just doesn't. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Any Funko Pop owners in chat want to try to sell it to me? I won't judge you. I'll read your opinion and just be like, okay, that's your opinion, or that's your take. Someone want to try to like tell me what the appeal of those are? Because I don't get it at all.
What's the appeal of collecting those versus just like any other type of doll? I mean, that's what it is, right? Just a doll. I do not know.
It's collectible,
That's me.
I guess, but why those specifically?
Hell yeah, brother. All right, back to the mom van.
Your friend's wife and your friend's wife. Yeah.
Oh, we'll call it here for now. I'm gonna head back to the track. Hopefully not get stuck in traffic. Then maybe it's time that we walk around the racetrack.
Yeah,
and see
nobody
what
wants to
there's
admit that they
see all
have
the
Funko Pops. Fair.
sights to see, merchandise trailers to behold. And like I said, I don't really need to buy anything in a flea market, but like if I can find something that
Why is
might
the
be
name
sort of
All
fun
American? That's correct. Yeah, they do check your passport just to make sure you are in fact from America. Otherwise, they kick you out.
at the NASCAR race, could be worth something to buy there. I don't know. We'll see. So, anyways, all right. Catch you in a little while, chat.
And then from there, I drove back, and now it's back to NASCAR. I took this picture at some point. What was this? Oh, this is just me arriving back at my campsite. I was able to get the parking spot next to the tree again. So, good news. Good news. All right, and now from this point, I expected to get back to the campground near the track and just like, all right, let's go for it. Let's do it. And then I was really tired, so I was like, you know what, never mind. I'm taking a nap. Fuck it. I'm passing out for a couple hours. Something I'd really love to do right now, frankly. And now we're going to skip forward to approximately like 3 or 4 hours later. Gonna blow my nose. Grab a drink. Be right back.
All right. And we're back. Okay. Now, I guess for you, probably in real time, it was just literally skip from the end of the flea market to now. But for me, it's been about 4 hours. I got back from the flea market, decided to take a little nappy nap, decided to eat some lunch, decided to just hang out, chill at the campsite for a little while, but now we're getting a little bit closer to the race time activities, so now I figure, all right, I think it's time we head down and enjoy said race time activities. Now, the by far most important thing you need to do when enjoying race time activities would be, despite my body's protests, oh, I drank plenty of natty last night, but a few more today won't kill me, right? I mean, all right. I've once again made the mistake of only bringing 5 of these, but to be honest, if I really need to drink more than that, I don't know. I can come back to the car, but after last night, I drank a lot, right? 9 of these. I don't think we'll get to a point where I need to drink any additional ones past 5, but we'll see where the night takes us, I guess. So, about 4
we'll see
p.m.
about
right
that,
now,
streamer.
and we're gonna head towards that same
9
stage.
beers? It was
that
actually 10, but who's counting?
we're at last night for the Kid Rock concert. Why, you ask? Well, apparently there's an event going on there called the Can You Wing It competition, and I don't really know exactly what that is, but if it has anything to do with like grown men just devouring wings in a competitive fashion, then I am interested. So
It was not. It ended up being a wing cooking contest, and I got there late anyways, so we didn't miss out on any sort of wing devouring contest. It was just like a bunch of dudes that made wings in the campgrounds, and they all submitted them, and they ranked them, and gave out gift cards to people that had the best wings.
we're gonna head that way and see what there's.
Question mark, Oreo. Sorry, you
unlike
missed the last part of the last night's
when,
stream where I did the review of the other,
we were
the
walking
flip side of
around
the coin.
yesterday in general. Today is like the main day, the main big day for the big boy event, if you will. So because of that, there should be a lot of shit just to walk around and observe, right? So, oh, beautiful day outside, by the way. It's probably in the low 80s right now. It's like partially cloudy, so it's not overly miserable out here. Appreciate that, because I was definitely a little bit worried before the trip that like either A, it would rain, that'd have been the worst case scenario, or B, that'd be super hot, super sunny, I would be fucking roasting the entire time I was here. But thankfully it's been pretty reasonable. Plus,
For what it's worth, by the way, talking about how I was worried it would rain. Well, not even a week later, this would be the sign outside of the track that normally would say, "It's Bristol, baby," and then that hurricane rolled through. So thank God I was there earlier last week and not yesterday, because apparently nowadays there it's a little wet, a little rough.
of course, I've got my campsite next to the one tree on the hill, so because of that, it's not been all that bad. It's been pretty reasonable. I mean, hell, it was even reasonable enough to the point I could still
It's just
sleep in the
Bristol
car
now, yeah.
middle of the day without like sweating my ass off.
Bristol,
It was hot,
baby.
but it wasn't like unbearably hot, right?
Don't understand like all these people own 60K plus trucks. Well, it's something of a cultural thing. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. It's just more of a cultural thing in this part of the country to just own a truck because like that's what people want to own. But also, this part of the country is very woodsy and has a lot of hills and a lot of kind of like, building construction project on your farm sort of thing. And so like people need the trucks to actually be able to haul stuff in the whatever you call it, the bed, right? How can they afford? I mean, like, I know like maybe a lot of people would have this impression that like everyone in this region is like poor. A lot of people are, but it's not like you don't have your fair share of people with just regular, decent paying jobs and like people that are on the upper end of the pay scale, whatever, they're gonna be able to afford stuff. So, obviously I can't speak for every single person who owns a truck here, but it's either just people that get paid a lot and can afford good stuff, or, people maybe should have older things that either the older trucks that maybe either they've had for a long time or maybe they were given to by their parents or something.
One thing I do need to
Finance it,
do,
yeah, I don't
however,
know.
is keep an eye out for a water fountain, because I filled my water bottle. Well, up to this point, I'd been filling my water bottle with a jug of water that I just bought from the grocery store, right? So just a 1-gallon jug. Cool, fine, got the job done. And then that jug pretty much ran out, so I was like, well, okay, ideally I need to refill the jug. So actually I went to this little shower house right here, and thinking like, oh, okay, I'll just fill up the jug with one of the sinks. But the sinks were too small, so I couldn't fit the jug under the faucet, so that was an issue. So instead I was like, well, surely, maybe there's some other way I can do it, right, around here. So I ended up going around here, and I found this sketchy ass random spigots right here. And I was like, oh, is there water coming out of this? Oh, look, it does. So I filled up my entire gallon jug with that water there, and then filled up my water bottle with that. Yeah, it turns out that water doesn't taste great. Is it actually safe to drink? Probably, but has a very distinctive sulfur note to it, so it's not great.
Yeah, that's what got me sick.
To the point
Drinking
where
the sulfur water.
kind of looking for a water fountain so I can refill my water bottle with something that doesn't taste like sulfur.
Ruined that
That
entire
would be
jug too. Just made it
ideal.
smell like sulfur.
So,
Not great.
and like honestly, even though it's kind of lame, I might end up buying a couple of water bottles before I leave the track, just so I can bring them back to my car, so that way I don't have to
This vial, yeah, it wasn't great.
worry about drinking that nasty ass
Camo
water.
bus? People like their camo in this part of the
Well, I mean,
country,
like
that's
I
for
said,
sure.
It's probably fine to drink. I assume it is, but it's not very pleasant to drink. That's for sure. It could be a lot tastier. Is it possible to go this way? Is that a thing?
Nope, not a thing. Streamer, turn around.
I don't think that's a thing. We're gonna go this way. Same way we came yesterday, but it's all right. Do we want to like? Which way do I want to go around the track to that stage? Do we go that way? That's the way I went last
There's some
time.
DuPont chemical spillage in that water. Nothing to see there. Yeah,
right this
and they
time.
sponsor JF Gordon, some NASCAR sponsored water
We'll do a full loop around the track.
contamination.
So,
Yeah.
we'll go to the
I can
left
even
side
see the
and
bus if it
make
has
our way
camo.
upstage that way,
Exactly,
and
dude.
then
It's like invisible and
progress
shit.
ourselves around the track that way. That'll work. That'll work. The campground compared to last night filled up a little bit, but I wouldn't call it like, you know, oh
Down
my
on
god.
the left.
it's now
Yeah, people, I mean,
hugely packed compared
people
to
got some
yesterday.
insanely
But it
fancy,
kinda makes sense,
I'm
right?
sure
Very
insanely
few people are gonna come
expensive
into a campground
RVs
just to
at
camp
these
for, like,
events.
one night.
And look, if you're gonna own the $100,000 RV, like this is the event to bring it to, right? Like, isn't this is kind of the point of like why you'd own one, so you can go to something like this?
Maybe some people do, I don't know, but it'd be kind of weird to come in just for the race.
Yeah,
and
the
then
ones that have like little pull-out
camp
sides.
that night
Yeah,
after
those
the
are
race
cool.
and just leave. So
I have
like,
no,
all the
I have no
campgrounds
idea
here
what
just
the
charge,
price of
like, a week-long
RVs
rate
are, but yeah, I'm
regardless
sure
of
it's
how long you're
insanely
here. They charge you a
expensive.
flat fee for
I've never been in the market for an RV.
Whether you get here on Monday or today. $115, at least for the campground that I'm in case you're wondering.
Most cutting-edge
Which,
RV
is a
technology
lot, but
available. Yeah.
It is.
I'm guessing most of these people are drowning in debt to afford this stuff. Absolutely no way to know, but like I get the impression that no, I don't think so. I think just like any other region, like you're just gonna have your rich people in the region, and rich people want to go to NASCAR races too. So just I don't know. If you're rich enough to afford a giant ass RV like that, like I assume you bought it because you want to use it, right? So like, where else are you gonna use it? You use it for events like this.
Admittedly, a pretty damn good location, right? So can't really complain. It's fine. It's fine. A little vacation expense, if you will. What's going on here? Snow cones, I guess.
Wow.
Doesn't look to be active at the moment. Unfortunate. Oh, I saw these guys. This was at the flea market, actually. The Big Boys Barbecue and Grill. So
Let's see
after I
here.
finished the flea market, I actually went to.
What's like a full size
actually
RV? Like
went
what's the
inside
length
building
of
to see
it?
if they
It's
were there,
like
'cause I was
53
thinking,
feet or
Maybe I
something.
could grab myself like some barbecue for lunch, and then they had a sign on the door saying, "Yeah, sorry, come see us at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're currently closed in our current location, and we're at Bristol instead." So I was like, "Wow." But in fairness, they are here, so good for them. Not really
30?
hungry right now, but yeah. All right, so we're gonna be searching for all like the juicy potential merch.
I don't know.
See what there is to see. This is not really the merch area that I'm looking to go in, but
These are full size
they do
buses.
technically
Oh
have
yeah,
some merch.
basically
I'm good, though.
bus
I think
sized.
it's kind of like the official NASCAR.
You see some very
official
impressive
NASCAR merchandise
RV
hauler.
setups here.
Oh.
Small ones, medium ones, and giant fucking
I know,
ones.
by the way, that the little wing thing that I mentioned is probably
oh.
10 minutes. Ain't no way I'm gonna make it in time for the start of that, but maybe I'll catch the end. I don't know how long something like that's supposed to last.
I think people vastly underestimate how much some farmers/landowners and skilled blue-collar workers make. You're currently at Kansas Speedway for the weekend. Oh, are you, dude? It's going to be a much better race than Bristol was, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, like, if you own, like, a giant fucking property and, like, giant farm and run that whole thing, then, yeah, I know those farmers make a shitload of
I
money.
could not tell you.
Can you drive something like that on normal driving license in the U.S.?
Crossing the Red Bridge.
That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure. I know to drive like a giant big rig truck, you definitely need a own special class of license. But yeah, does it the same apply for a giant RV? Armin Timzerian says yes. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest.
Alright.
I'll take your word for it.
Something tells me it's going to be a little more crowded than yesterday. Just a hunch. Ooh. There's a little tram thing here. Do we just hop on this and say, take me to the stage?
Remember I was at this part yesterday, I was just like, I ain't taking the tram. I'm not some lazy piece of shit. Yeah, today, I'm taking the tram. Fuck walking up that hill again.
I was in the tram.
The tram.
The tram!
What timing, too?
Yeah.
They have CDL, commercial driver's license for the bus style kind of things, but yeah, in general you can.
Easy.
Class A are the big bus style ones, alright. So like, I'm assuming like if you already have a regular driver's license, you would go in to take like an additional test or something to get like the upgraded giant RV version of the license then. Sure. Hello, man with your love handles.
Yeah, can scooch down, even. Plenty of room.
I don't mind.
Oh, hello. Hello. Wasn't trying to film their faces, but I was trying to like get the gap in between, but ended up just filming them. Didn't really mean to do that, sorry. Hello, random people. It is fascinating to me that people were just unironically wearing cowboy hats. That's something I see where I live, so like, even to me when I see it, I'm just like, wow, people wearing cowboy hats. There it is. Anyways, this part we're just on the tram. We're just gonna ride forward here. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't really know where this was taking me, but it got me closer to where I'm trying to go. Oh, nice. Okay, so that big old white building from yesterday. All right, that worked out. Convenient. Glad I took it then. It probably saved me at least 10 minutes of walking. I like that.
This is America. We
Because,
wear
it's not a
cowboy
small
hats
hill
and
that
eat
it just brought me
corn-based
up, so I
candy.
do
Hell
appreciate
yeah,
that.
brother.
It did the uphill part for me. Now I can do the downhill part when I get to the wing thing. And I'll probably make the wing thing on time now. Whatever that is. Neat. Oh. Quite a few people here now compared to yesterday, that's for sure, which is no surprise. But yeah, it's more of what you'd expect out of a typical NASCAR crowd this size, I guess, this time around.
IRL Don Rigoberto hats. IRL pimp hats, yeah.
Quick. Yeah. What have we here? Official souvenirs. Anything worth looking at? Same. Nah, it's stuff for like the track itself. Meh. I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to wear. Just like the merchandise of the track that you're at. I mean, you could. There's nothing wrong with it, but
That's by the way, that's
feels
the
kinda lame
official like
compared to,
track
wearing
motto that they have
merchandise
everywhere.
of, like the series instead, like the
it's
series
a quote
itself,
from Dale
right?
Earnhardt Jr. a very long time
NASCAR,
ago,
or
and
maybe something
they
specific for
stuck
a
with it,
driver
so
if
they
you're into
go,
that sort
it's
of thing.
Bristol, baby. And they have a sign outside the track that says it's Bristol, baby. So that's what I just showed when the hurricane just recently rolled through.
My kid.
Now it's now just
Still play
Istal,
video
baby.
games all day long, so I mean, I gotta at least somewhat qualify, right? Euro bungee axe throwing inflatables. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, what? This is a kid zone? I'm like, I can see the actual kid zone. It's right there, but like, I thought.
I was very confused. At first, I thought this entire area was the kids zone, and so then I was like, "Really? The kids zone that has the axe throwing, the Euro bungee, the giant military truck."
This entire area was the kids zone, so I was very confused that they had the giant military truck directly inside, like the. Oh, look, kids! Fun for the
Fun for the whole family. The kid right there, ready to drive the giant Humvee.
whole family. Wow, piece of equipment right there. Oh my. Not any expert on army equipment, but there you go. Anyways, I kind of want to make it down to the stage first. We can always come back up here if we really want to. Although it'd be quite the climb, but What is this? The
Saw this
Bruton
one.
Smith building, huh?
Saw this last night.
Oh, that's where you'd like buy tickets and shit. Gotcha. Well, I am already ticketed guest of the race, so we are Gucci on that front. Let's head down.
Kyle Busch. Fuck Kyle Busch.
Oh man, those trams. Those are
Timmy's
coming
first
clutch again
freedom
for
fight,
the,
yeah.
The ride back up.
Get him interested in all the cool military stuff early. That way, as soon as he turns 18, all right, kid, time to sign up.
All right. Careful, SpongeBob.
So, by the way, when we were watching all the race stuff yesterday, you guys pointed out like, oh, it's kind of empty.
I guess
There's
it
no one
could've
there
popped
yet.
on
Blah blah blah.
One of
Today's the
these,
main race day.
red
So
trams
today, like, this
making
is
way
the
down, but
the
that's
massive
okay.
sea of people that you would expect
We're
to see
pretty
for
close
a
at this point where we're trying
a
to go.
NASCAR
Plus,
race.
looks like
And
there's all the good.
if you're looking for the sea of
merchant
people, we're
stuff
about
down
to
here
find
now.
it. We're about to reach it. This will be the first time we maybe get the true sense of just how many people were at this event.
Well, something's going on down there.
Did I ever visit the Indy 500? I've never been to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indy 500. I've been to the Indianapolis
people
Motor
gathered for
Speedway for the
nothing.
NASCAR race there.
Couldn't tell you for
but
what.
I haven't
but
been there for the Indy 500.
something to do. I assume the wing thing, right?
I should at some
I just
point.
read the name and just assumed like, oh, wings doesn't like.
I just don't care about IndyCar.
I don't know, a wing eating contest, but maybe it's some dudes flying.
Well, he
I
knows
don't know.
again.
Oh wow, even like the streets across the street are packed here now too. Wow. So from what I've been told, if you're just trying to park here for the day, so if you're trying to like get to the track and then park just for the race so you can drive away later, it's supposed to be like a giant fucking nightmare evidently. Apparently people are saying like, oh, plan for at least like an hour to just sit in traffic while you're waiting to park and then an hour sitting in traffic while you're waiting to leave, which does not sound very enjoyable. Glad I don't have to worry about that. Oh, well, that's a driver that's actually talking right now. That's Joey Logano. So I guess they're doing some sort of
This will
show
represent the
related
final
to-
Oreo Coke Zero.
I don't know, something to do with the drivers, I
The
guess. or
Appalachian
something?
Mountains,
I don't know,
they
find out.
are, yes, indeed. We're not like the heart of the mountains here, but yeah, we're in the kind of foothills of them. These events seem crazy. Watching Indy 500 for the first time this year, and the crowd is just breathtaking. Yeah, the Indy 500 is just an absolute absurd amount of people. I think
Praisdale.
250,000 or
could it
something
be?
insane. This
Okay.
race right here, I think its attendance total was like 120,000, which is still crazy.
All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? There's an entire tent here. What is this? Guest welcome. Okay.
Ever go to an F1 race? Talked about this last
Welcome
night,
to do
actually. Oh, is that a NASCAR tattoo? I don't think so. Rip. I've never been to an F1 race, no. I mean, up until recently, there weren't many F1 races in the U.S. just in general, but we were talking about last night about, like, yeah, I'd love to go to an F1 race just to see what it's like and see what the differences are. But there's two main problems. Number one, of the 3 F1 races that there are in the U.S., none of them are particularly close to me. Like, one's in Florida, one's in Texas, one's in Vegas, and I'm not close to any of those. And then the other problem is, like, the price of an F1 race is much more prohibitive compared to the price of a NASCAR race. To get in the door for this NASCAR race this day, the cheapest ticket you get in for $60. Pretty reasonable. Indianapolis Motor Speedway that I went to earlier this year, even cheaper. You get in the door for $45 for general admission. F1, like I was, we looked into this a little bit last night. It's not anywhere close to that cheap. Like the cheapest one looks like the Texas one, and even that, like bare minimum, looks like it's $250, and that's not even including any travel expenses and lodging, blah blah blah. And then like Las Vegas and Miami were just fucking insane. So yeah, I'd love to visit an F1 race just to see what it's like, but it's not. It's a bit harder to justify for me compared to going to a NASCAR race. Just when you look at the overall expenses. F1 think of themselves as a prestige event, thus the absurd cost. I mean, I get it. Like, NASCAR's on the very cheaper end. I'm not trying to say it should be as cheap as NASCAR. NASCAR's like one of the cheapest sports experiences you can possibly get.
It's an attraction where you can change a tire. Yeah, exciting.
Bro, just shameless, dude. Shameless.
Wow.
You walk through that garage area, a lot of people
Some dudes are just like fine with having it hang all out. Just hanging out there. All right.
Built Ford tough, that dude right there.
It's going to be up on the wheel every lap. It's going to be Joey Logano. How big of a compliment is that for you?
I appreciate that. You know, you talk about the fans, like, I mean, the passion is what makes our sport go.
The passion.
Is that Joey Logano?
Joey Logano.
Is that a NASCAR tattoo? No.
I love him and hate him. Yeah, fuck that guy. I also love him. He's the best.
Right, so that part's good. So even, I see a lot of red and yellow. Okay, so I'm going to first say,
What's that then?
the smartest fans are wearing the red and yellow today. Right, so that part's good. So even, I see a lot of
Trying to see this lady's shirt. If you think I'm a bitch, you should meet my asshole husband. Who wears a shirt that says that? Like what? Who like you're both calling yourself and your husband an asshole. I would assume her husband being this dude standing right next to her.
Okay, so I'm gonna first say
You're just throwing both of yourselves under the bus.
I don't know what to tell you. But I do love that everybody is wearing a racing T-shirt of some sort out here. Right? You see everybody; they have somebody they love, someone they're passionate about. That is what matters the most. That we continue that, as you know, and we see our sport going through a change. Right? There's a lot of drivers that have retired recently. Truex,
offering snacks
at the end of this year, has a lot of fans as well. It's important.
Oh, they
for
were
us
offering
to
snacks, weren't they?
Continue that, as you know.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So initially I turned those snacks down, but then I walked by again. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll take a couple. And now I'm hungry, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna grab a napkin.
And we see our sport going through a change, right? There's a lot of drivers that have retired recently. Truex,
offering snacks,
at the end of this year, has a lot of
good.
fans as well. It's important for those fans to find the next person, right? Not to just stop watching because your driver retired. Like, who's the next
I was like,
one?
yeah,
That's
I
what's
can go for
different
some
about
chips right
sport
now, and
here
then I was
in
like,
the NFL.
oh yeah, I do
sit
have
here
them.
for a bit and just
Nice.
chill and watch, right? See you guys in a bit.
You know, and so it's just a little different for us with the.
Oh, right, okay. So I decided I'd just stand there for a little bit and actually just watch that show, which was fine. They had some drivers come on there and do the whole talk with the crowd sort of thing, which was kind of cool. Anyways, after standing there for probably like 20 minutes or so.
Wasn't that adorable? All right. Don't mind me. We're just listening
Thank
to.
you, race fans. You're all the best.
I know
Anywhere.
it. You say so, bud. All right.
Jose.
Was just chilling for a bit watching that shit, and now it's done. So now we continue. All right.
I made sure to stay in the exact same spot so it looked like it'd be seamless, right? Absolutely seamless. All right. Let's see what else there is to walk around and see, eh? Now, the funny thing is, I was actually here last night. This was during the Kid Rock cover band concerts, of course. Unforgettable, obviously. But, yeah, safe to say it's a little bit more crowded at this point, huh? So, let's see what sort of fun things we can potentially find, shall we? What is this booth here? Officer, hello? Open beer just in front of him. Hello, what's up? Hi. Okay, so the lady behind here, the vendor, legit just rocking an eye patch. Kind of badass, to be honest.
Arr.
I kind of respect it. I'm pretty sure I couldn't pull off a shirt like this. I get the feeling it'd be a little
Does
edgier.
it feel
than
weird
the
talking to
vibe
no
I
one
give
when
off,
talking
eh?
around or when walking around? I've done it enough times at this point that
Here's
like,
another
no,
one.
not really. I'm kind of just
Americana
used to doing
vibe.
it.
Oh yeah, we saw this one last night, didn't we? Oh my.
You kind of just like, your brain goes into streamer mode and you just turn off the shame part of your brain and you just do it.
Some NASCAR chicks. What is all this?
It helps when like it's also
Like a
this
group of
crowded
just, like, chicks
and
that are all dressed identically and what? What was happening here?
well, mine.
I'm very confused.
Respectfully, of course.
Oh wow,
you can take a photo with a NASCAR chick.
When it's this crowded and like there's this many people just around you that are just talking, like when you're talking yourself, like people don't really notice because your voice just blends into the crowd. So like, it's not like you really stand out all that much. Now at the flea market, I definitely felt like I stood out more, so I was definitely a little more self-conscious there. But around here, like no one can hear you talking to yourself. They're all just talking to each other.
A number that represents a person that drives a car in circles for a few hours. Okay, okay. My personal boy would be Denny Hamlin. Not sure if we're gonna find that one, but that's the number I'd wear on my chest if I was forced to. Oh shit! I say that and I found him. That was easy. There they are. So, every track I've been to, well, okay, there's not that many of them, but like at Talladega and Indianapolis, they've got like the little strip of stuff to just walk along, right? Like all the merchandise haulers and all the random stuff, right?
Sure.
And this one's interesting. This one's not really like it's not really like a strip, like a straight line strip of all the stuff. It's more just like a giant ass cluster that just kind of seems
Guy with the
goes
MAGA
on in
shirt.
every direction.
Not that hard to find, that sort of thing.
Hell, there's even like stuff across the street. There's where?
If you think that's like very out there, or if you think that's like, wow, look how obvious it is, like, just wait until you cross the street here. Wait until we get to some of these tents.
The street. I almost wonder if that's like the more like unofficial knockoff kind of
NASCAR flea market, if you will.
sketchy in a good way merchandise. We'll check in a second. We'll go there after walking around this area, I suppose. But
Jeep. That's it, just Jeep.
let's see what else we can find here in this area. JF Gordon. All right, this is the I
Free
think this is where I
kids you
bought this
take too?
hat,
Yes,
actually.
they
I think
sell
this-
kids
this
at one of
was
these
this
booths.
booth at Indianapolis last year.
I think so.
See if I can find my hat in there. I don't see my hat in there.
Yes, sir.
I see something similar. I'm pretty sure this is where I bought this hat, but
Shocked I haven't seen a
apparently it
NASCAR
was, so
tattoo
popular
yet.
that They sold out and it's now gone forever.
Looking for one.
My
There's
camo trucker
plenty of
hat showed
tattoos,
because
but
it sold out and was so popular, not because it was
no NASCAR ones.
super lame and they got rid of it. Clearly.
Dude's
I like
calves
that.
are
I'm not
huge.
wrong.
Yeah,
I
that dude
originally
definitely
kinda
doesn't
thought it
skip
was just a
calf day.
joke,
I respect that,
like,
honestly.
Admittedly. But
Those bulging vein
kinda
calves,
wear it all the time now.
bulging veiny
So-
calves.
I'm not really one to try to rock the camo look, or certainly not the redneck trucker look, right? But
Definitely better than my pathetic ass calves.
oh, I like that. I'm glad I bought it. Turned out to be more than just a meme purchase. At
Probably was a fat
Indianapolis.
kid. I mean,
What is this tent here? So it's like it's what?
that is kind of the cheat code to having really good calves, right? You just be fat. You're not wrong.
Welcome. Say guests welcome here. Blah blah blah.
That's actually pretty funny. Instead of Goodyear, good beer. Hell yeah, brother.
Whatever. Are they selling anything, or is it just like?
And I
a
know
bunch of tables
calves
that
used to be
people
the
can sit
sexy
down at?
body part,
Tables
implying
and
that they
chairs.
aren't anymore, bro. I don't know. I guess I might
can I
shove
walk
every time I see a glimpse of calf. You don't.
See what there is to see.
The
Oh,
lady shows off a bit of ankle.
what
Woo.
this is. I don't actually go up and like have them talk to me. Ugh, gross. I don't know. Yeah, that was nothing particularly exciting. What is this?
You've trained your calves for 10 plus years and never got bigger. Dude, yeah, I do. I work my calves plenty, like just as much as I work every
Yo,
other body
dog, I
part.
heard you like watching.
My calves, like, I'm just by default a skinny dude. And just if you're like a skinny dude by default, you're like good fucking luck building your calves at all. It's impossible.
Cars drive in circles.
Drinking Coke at NASCAR? My brother, at the actual event, I promise you I was drinking a bit more than Coca-Cola.
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be going like forward and not
Oh,
that way.
so close.
But
Oh, yeah, kick it.
maybe I'm missing the point of what the goal here is. Oh, there's one going in reverse. Okay,
Cool.
very nice. Okay. like one of these things? Is that a thing? By the way, it's people controlling them. It's people that are like driving. the
Average
wheels over there
F1 fans' opinion on how the car, the drivers
really
drive in
fucking
NASCAR.
bad, or I guess maybe just the controls maybe aren't super reliable.
No talent, circle drivers. God damn it!
All right. Don't think I'll see that in the real race today. Just a hunch. Well, hey, if the races look like this, maybe Europeans wouldn't dunk on NASCAR so much. They're not really driving in circles. They're more driving like very squiggly lines that kind of vaguely form a circle over the long term. Well, there you go. They're doing what F1 does, right? They turn right sometimes, they turn left.
NASCAR budget must be in shambles.
Seemingly at random. Sure, let's go with that. Ooh, okay. Kind of clutch to know this is a tram stop here, so that way I can just hop on that bad boy and... Oh my god, is this the line for...
NASCAR is apparently much more nuanced than the memes you would have you believe. I you don't have to say apparently. Like, as a person who kind of like
this many people really that
somewhat follows NASCAR now, like, yeah, it is absolutely. I think it's just as nuanced as like an F1 race, like in that.
All right.
Behind the scenes, there's strategy going on in different,
to be honest. I want to see what
different like racing styles that people
across the
use,
street
and comers and
merchandise looks
goers, and saving tires, blah blah blah. So like, if you just look at it on its
like I
face,
said,
yeah, it's just
I would
cars
assume
going in
these stuff
circles,
across
but
the street is not
there's
really
more to it when you
associated
actually
with
get to
the-
know more about the sport.
At least officially, with the on-track merchandise stuff, right? I would think.
At NASCAR at Le Mans 2 years ago. Yeah, I know that. Run by
Fisher's
Hendrick
beer on as
Motorsports.
well. And well, it's probably fine, but
Watching videos of that is cool because you can like hear the
well, that's what makes
difference
me
in
too, so I'm gonna
sound
finish this off so that way
between the cars and that one.
don't have to worry about any sort of potential sketchiness of not being at the track when I'm chugging beer like with an open container. But in reality, I kind of just want to finish the beer, so let's not kid ourselves here. This way seems like it could be. Oh nope, never mind. They're going now. Okay, cool, that'll work. Oh wait. All right, what do we got over here?
That's America right there. Little American flag, whatever this flag is, and a beer flag. Yes, sir.
Now to give you some context as to where we are. There's the track over there. All right. Oh. Hold on, you gotta get the.
Do I get a hangover before I get
signature shot of the tower that
get
says
drunk
Bristol.
drinking
Okay,
natty?
It's kind of obstructed, but
No, not
whatever.
really.
You get the idea. Neat.
Nothing wrong with natty. It's just half water, 90% water, 99% water.
Let's see.
Yeah, people are into their flags in this type of area for sure. People love just waving flags no matter what they say.
Deluxe Jimmy Johnson flag. I don't need that.
Dude, the amount of Trump stuff we're about to see, like merchandise, is insane.
How much does a NASCAR jacket cost? Probably way more than I'm willing to pay, but like, it'd be funny if I just showed up with a NASCAR jacket wearing that on stream one day. It doesn't say, Sag.
I found out later, like,
Tag? Is that another thing?
these are like 120 bucks.
Wait, no.
It'd been really funny to show up with like wearing like the Hooters NASCAR jacket for the stream, and I thought about doing it for the
2XL,
memes.
yeah, that's a little large for me.
But yeah, ain't no way I'm paying 120 bucks for one of those.
Doesn't say. I assume they're probably annoyingly
No
expensive.
hating on Kamala shirts. No, and it's annoying. Where's my bingo spot? Hello, buddy.
So Chase Elliott's the super popular driver. He's number
I
9.
need it for speed runs.
That's why I guess half the section's dedicated to him. Guess that makes sense.
Wanted. Good woman. Must be able to cook clean, sew, dib worms, clean fish. Must have a fishing boat. Please send picture of boat. Funny things, you read that, you're just like, You are being sarcastic. Right?
Now, I know this is kind of like, all this stuff is leaning into the stereotype and all, but it does give you a nice little image, I guess, of the region, or at least an image of the culture. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun.
So this is like almost like the NASCAR version of the flea market, because all these tents on this side of the street were not like.
It's all NASCAR stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
what I said that streamer. Shut up.
Oh,
and
my.
so all these
Hello.
tents on the. Any bulge cam enjoyers?
What a nice looking mannequin. Looks great. Love it.
This side of the road was like the non-officially sanctioned tents. These were just being sold by just random people that weren't connected with the track in any way. So this was kind of like the NASCAR version of the flea market over here. The continuation, if anything, of the earlier flea market stuff.
So yeah, definitely, you definitely get the sense that like most of the stuff right here is just like the knockoff stuff that's here for the fan who's looking for the bargain, which nothing wrong with that. You want a driver hat, I guess. How much do these cost? 28 bucks. That's not bad. I think for the one I'm wearing, I paid like 40. So yeah. I guess that's the idea of coming to the ghetto knockoff booth. A little bit cheaper. Still not like insanely cheap, but cheaper. Something.
Is that something shit?
Smells really good in the immediate vicinity.
I've mentioned this before,
Not like
even
Starbucks,
yesterday, and I'll
but-
say it again.
Oh, what smells really good?
It always is impressive to me how many women are at these events. You would think it'd be mostly men, right? But it always ends up being like 50-50 at every race that I go to. Was there any knockoff Dale merch? Oh, there absolutely was. You'll see it. Continue
$6
watching,
for
I
a
guess.
24-ounce can? That's actually really good for a sporting event. God damn.
It's not bad at all.
I got enough on my own, so I'm Gucci, but like, I respect the price.
Damn, yeah, for especially like 6-ounce, like 24-ounce can for $6 for like Yingling? Damn, that's actually kind of a steal.
Price is there.
For a sporting event.
NASCAR prices just in general when it comes to like beers. I mean, they know their audience, I guess. They know exactly who they're selling to. People are here to drink a shitload of cheap beer. I kind of respect it, to be honest. I mean, that's kind of what I'm here to do.
Hey, man. Hell yeah, brother.
Where's the food smell, though?
Turn
I
around,
smell
turn
like
around.
something. Oh, is it the other side? Okay, hold on. I just want to see what it is. I'm not saying I'm going to get it now, but God, it does sound kind of good, to be honest.
Where's the NASCAR tattoos? Oh.
Oh, yeah, I think we found it here. That's quite the line. All right, I'm not that desperate, I guess. They got Black Angus footlong hot dog? Black Angus footlong hot dog? I don't really know what that's supposed to be implying that what that is, but okay. Man, I'll give them this though. This booth smells absolutely delicious. Oh. That being said, I'm not standing in this massive line. I'm good, dog. All right, it's not massive. Kettle corn. Kettle corn's so mid, dude. It's fine. It's not bad, but like, it's never gonna be something I'm gonna like go out of my way for. That's for sure. If somebody hands me a free like bowl or bag,
I'll go a step further. Kettle corn, overrated. It's fine, but if somebody sets up a full-on tent for it, I'm not gonna ever be going for the kettle corn tent
or whatever of kettle corn, sure, fine, all right, but like, man, I when it comes to like a kettle corn booth, I don't know, it just doesn't. Oh my, what is this? Farm-raised gator on a stick? Excuse me?
Oh yeah, there it
Can I
is,
buy that?
baby.
Can I purchase that? I'm desperate to try this if that's actually truly a thing. Hold on, wait a minute. If they have
By the way, yeah, now I see that there's the dude, cowboy hat plus the beer in the back pocket.
gator on a
Anyways,
stick,
any bingo enjoyers? That's
they
gotta
do
count,
this
right? Gator on a stick,
They
bro.
got
Food with possum slash squirrel slash
$15
something
for gator
weird.
on a stick.
Oh yeah, count it, baby. And with
Am I allowed to get
that,
scanned?
I believe we just completed the bingo. Let's go, baby. All right, we did it. We might not have found like all of these, but we found enough, I guess, to complete the bingo. So, hey, we did it, chat. Good job, us. I was a little worried, frankly, with the way things started. Like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it, but thankfully we came in clutch here at the end. Neat. Yeah, Gator definitely qualifies as weird for sure. I was hoping to see something a bit more like countryside, whereas like Gator, you'd find more like, you know, it's more like a Cajun thing, but like,
For $15 just to try this out for Chad? Probably.
And you know, you boys gotta try the Gator.
I really am curious, to be honest. All right, Chad. This is for you. All this stuff smells delicious, to be honest, but we gotta try the Gator, right? Farm raised too. It's ethically sourced, I guess. That's good. I was very worried about the treatment of the gators as they were raised for being made on a stick.
You want to eat the unethically sourced gators, of course. Gator burger? No, dog. It's a gator on a stick. All right, now I'm just going to proceed to wait in line here for a bit, so. Yeah. Oh, hold on. It'll be your crack first. Oh.
Cheers, chat. Think.
Yeah. All right. Skip.
Nope.
Hey, what's up, Rage Soul? Welcome. You're just in time to watch me order Gator on a stick. No, my.
Hello, can I get the Gator on a stick, please?
Gator on a stick, anything else for you?
Nope, that's all.
It's gonna be 15.
People ever look at me weird when I'm talking to myself in line? Nah, I talked about this earlier. Like, everyone else is talking to each other, so they don't really notice that another voice in the crowd.
I'm just gonna give it 5.
It's a Gator. Hell yeah, brother.
Can I get a name?
Blake?
That man right there has enjoyed plenty of Gator.
Alright, Mr. Blake, so come out this side one over here.
Cool, thank you.
Hey, what can I get for you?
Yeah, name reveal, I know, right? Oh my god, his real name's not Dali? It's not Salvador? What? Most like OGs in chat know, but a few people probably just have their minds blown. Wait, what? What's his name? What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow your mind. My IRL name is not actually SalvDali.
Yeah. Is this like a campground here, or what is this? It's like a little thing selling ice and says, I think that says showers there, so I guess this is a
Ice?
campground.
You want ice? There was never
Really, I mean, I
any
guess it makes sense. There's
ice.
a campground right
Ice
here.
is
but
just a myth.
Cool location, I'll give it that. There's this is the somewhat famous portion of Bristol where you can see like the big old pylon that says.
Bro, you're not even subscribed in the first
it really
place.
Does give
Fuck
you
off.
A gauge of like the sheer size of this place. It's kind of.
Dude, I reckon they caught it Irwin style, or the Gunaholic deleted its brains. It was sourced ethically, is what the sign said. I guess I'll just leave it up to you as to what you think ethically sourcing Gator is, like what that involves.
Kind of insane how huge this place is.
Still feels wrong. I'm not a Blake. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I am. That is my name.
It's the same sort of shape as like a football stadium, but it's like 3 times the size. It's pretty insane. All right. Well, I guess we wait.
All right, this took a while, but we finally ready for first awkward. Oh, this guy's filming interaction of the entire trip. Some American man enjoying some American sauce.
Oh man! So they got their smoker like literally right here, right?
Wafting into my face.
Like, I almost feel bad that I got the Gator just because.
Related to Blake Griffin? Yes, I'm related to Blake Griffin and Blake Lively.
They're actual real, because obviously their Gator's like kind of just a gimmick, right? And like I'm trying it because it's the gimmick, obviously, but I'm actually, man, I would love to try their actual real barbecue because you know this shit is fire, dude. You know this shit's gonna be like the best tasting barbecue you've ever had in your life. Oh. Next year. Actual real barbecue.
Right here.
You know this shit is fire, dude. You know this shit's gonna be like the
left.
best tasting barbecue you've ever had in your life.
God damn it. This is like fat Gus Johnson right here. If you don't know who Gus Johnson is, it's going to be meaningless, but like if you know, you know, right? Does he not look like fat Gus Johnson? Enjoying his own Gator on a stick?
Next year.
The Fox announcer? No, wait, am I, hold on, Gus, it's Gus something, right? Gus, is it not Johnson? Oh shit, maybe, what, Gus, fuck, the YouTube guy.
the Beauty Traveler Mobile Salon and Boutique.
Am I completely wrong in
You
this?
never
Am I
know when you
completely
want to
missing
get
this?
your
It's
mani
not Gus
pedi done
Johnson.
right before the
Hold on.
NASCAR race. Oh my.
No, I guess it's not. Fuck.
Women, am I right? I mean, I'm not like you couldn't walk up to them as a man, but they'd probably look at you a little weird.
It is Gus.
Sir,
Yeah,
you,
okay.
you realize what we do here?
Yeah, Gus Johnson. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know where you are? Do you know what booth you're talking to right now?
They're both Gus Johnson. Okay, in fairness.
Filming for streaming on Twitch. I'm not live streaming right now, but it's gonna be for Twitch later.
What is your Twitch name?
It's SalvDali, so SalvDali.
Alright, I can't get all that down.
Hold on, I'll wait for you. It's all good.
You never.
Yeah, I don't watch anyone on Twitch, but I want to check out this, see all the point of view that you got.
Yeah, like, I'm basically kind of like touring the entire track for the weekend and showing it all off. And
Is it here now?
Seeing this, I've never been to Bristol, so I'm seeing the.
He says he never watches Twitch.
Oh yeah. I've never been to Bristol either.
Nice. Yeah, where are you from?
Bristol, baby.
Toledo, Ohio.
How'd you come down here from Ohio?
Why?
Yeah. How? Why? Yeah.
Car and because my cousin's birthday.
Nice. All right. Okay. Well.
Met a
good excuse
fan?
to
No,
come
he
down
just
then, I
he
guess,
didn't recognize me. He just randomly he saw the camera. I was just like, oh, are you filming or something?
I take it. Did he drag you along in that case, or?
Oh no! I wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I get to see all this. Have my first NASCAR experience.
Yeah. That's why I always come to NASCAR races. It's not necessarily just for the race. Like the race is fine, but the entire experience that happens leading up to the race and the entire.
A big point. I don't think that this counts. He never asked me, "Are you a YouTuber?" I don't know how specific we want to get. He basically was just like, "Oh, you filming for something?" And I was like, "Yeah." And what are you filming for? I don't know. Do we count that? Like, he never specifically like asked, like, "Oh, are you filming this for YouTube or something like that?" I don't know.
Or stuff you get to walk around
as a clear backpack. There's a lot of people with clear backpacks. I'm not really sure why, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, states.
Beautiful lake down.
It counts? You're saying it counts? All right, fine, fuck it.
Absolutely,
Okay.
that's what I've noticed so far. Like, yeah, I came here a few days
It's
early.
the spirit, I guess, of what you guys
the
of
area
like that
before the race
choice.
started. For that reason, absolutely.
What is your Twitch channel?
Oh, okay, yeah, for you.
Okay, let's see if we can see this on the screen. Hold on. Damn it. Oh, put it like a little higher, streamer. Oh, that's a shame that you couldn't see the search results.
What is your
Do it one more time.
Oh, okay, yeah, for you.
Okay, you can kind of barely make this out. Not really, but like... enhance. Okay, you can barely make this out, actually. So, I can't even remember what this one and this one says, but anyways, he says, so this guy was saying that he never watches Twitch, right? Like, I don't really watch Twitch at all. And so he asked me like, oh, can you type in like your Twitch name into my thing? I was like, yeah, sure. And so when you start typing in, right, it shows your previous search history of the other streamers that you've searched for. And the bottom one right here is, in case you can't read this, Hassan B. Yeah, it is. I was like, you never watched Twitch, huh? But apparently he's watched Hassan. So yeah, he outed as a Hassan watcher right there. What are you doing at a NASCAR race, brother? This does not seem like your type.
There it is.
Liar. Hassan watcher, I knew it.
Probably end up
liar.
Showing all of what I'm doing right now, like
what a little liar,
next week,
dude.
probably like
Never watches Twitch? Hold on. He never watches Twitch, you say? Hold on. Should have this pulled up and ready to go already. Never watches Twitch?
Always GCD. Or always Sunder. First, what? Do it, please, God. If you don't, you're griefing your own DPS and you're griefing the entire rest of the...
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Excuse me.
Holy
Sorry.
fucking
I'm out of
shit,
control.
dude.
I apologize for that.
Literally lying. Still lying to his audience.
What a fucking liar, dude. Never watches Twitch.
Thursday, Friday, something like that.
Never saw that. Yeah, that's
All right,
that's
go
a
for it,
classic
man.
right there. That's where the whole meme came from
Oh,
in the first place.
okay, you're on TikTok? Okay.
Yeah, I just do good reposts and all that.
All right, well, what's your TikTok name?
I gotta show you. It's just
Okay.
BRADEN_4119.
Sorry, bro. I don't actually give a fuck about your TikTok. Just like you don't watch Twitch, I don't watch TikTok.
All right.
I just like to spread positivity around.
All right, sounds good, man. Well,
It's clearly his dad in the background, by the way. Just like, you coming? Like, hello, what are you doing, bud?
all right. Well, from a fellow content creator to another, good to talk to you, man.
Why did I say that?
Oh, he's gone. Okay. He's probably not a real content creator, but whatever. I don't think so. I didn't want to just.
I think
he
he's
just
just
makes
gone.
TikToks. Oh, and he's left. Okay. Goodbye. I'm on TikTok. That's some Zoomer shit. What a fucking funny. The thing I was about to say that I was like, it's like I stopped myself. I was like, oh yeah, I love coming to NASCAR races, walking around, exploring, just drinking beer. I was like, yeah, I don't think he's old enough to drink beer. That's how I held myself back.
Just Jerry Seinfeld at him and just said no thanks to the TikTok. I didn't want to like be mean. I didn't want to be rude. Be like, oh yeah, can I shut up my TikTok? What am I just be like, nah, sorry, and then just leave.
But,
plus, I was just still sitting here waiting for my Gator, right? So it's not like I could go anywhere. Is he here now? I don't know.
Damn it, he didn't ask.
Probably
the
too busy
question
watching
for
the sun.
For the bingo though, he didn't ask, "Are you a YouTuber?" That was like the
Got it,
closest
close
I've
enough.
come to that question all weekend. We didn't quite hit it. I don't think that counts, right? He just asked what I'm filming for. I
Where's
should have
butt
just said
crack?
like,
Where's butt crack?
well, what do you think?
Take
Take a guess.
butt crack?
All weekend. We didn't quite hit it. I don't think that counts.
I see no crack. We're close, but
That's
not
right.
quite there.
He just asked what I'm filming for. I should have just said like, well, what do you think? Take a guess. Damn. Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, by the way,
Let you
this
down on
did
that
take forever for the Gator.
one. So where's my Gator? Come on, man. Just said like
Back
YouTuber.
of it?
I was like, that's how I held up.
Oh, is that? I mean, like now I feel like I need to like enhance. Is that butt crack right there? I mean, it feels like it's like the very beginning of the divot of the crack. But do we count that as the crack? I don't know, chat. What do you think? I'll let you decide. Do we count that? Too small? Yeah, it's not like definitive crack, you know? We're looking for like I need like some crack in there, you know? Not just like the shadow
I
of
held
the crack.
myself back, but we didn't.
Anyways, yeah. Let me just skip ahead more. Like let's skip ahead like another like 5 minutes. This took forever, by the way.
It is.
I just ended up just standing here and just like I don't know.
Okay.
Killing time. Okay, finally that we got it.
Nice.
Also, $15 for this tiny last little Gator on a stick. Totally scammed, but oh well, it was worth it for the memes.
Thank you. Okay. Do you put something on this? Do you put toppings on this or like barbecue sauce?
Everything's better with barbecue sauce on it, right?
Here it is. Okay, so it is fried. I'm a fan of that. Oh, that's hot. Oh my.
Just a
Okay,
little
I'm
fried
definitely gonna put some
turd.
barbecue sauce on that bad boy. Oh, buddy.
I'd like to just, by the way, point out this was not a fried turd on a stick. There was Gator in there. Slather that bad boy. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. Got the napkin for it. We're Gucci.
That long
Let's
for a
go, baby.
toothpick. Yeah, it did take a while, but oh well. I was more eating it for the experience, not because, oh, they're totally judging me, aren't they? I was more eating it for the experience, not because, like, was it worth $15 for the actual quantity of food that I got? No, but it was more just for the memes.
Brandon. Something. Let's go, Brandon. Okay. Let's, did I have a beer?
Gator
Did I?
seems like
Oh,
something you
yes,
want
I
well
did.
done. I've technically had Gator
like,
before.
this one
I
had
made
beer
it for a
in it.
cooking stream. Did the
Oh, can't forget that.
Gator bites,
Cheers,
right? With the
All right,
jambalaya.
let's cross the street. It was good. Go back to the little white tent and let's try some Gator on a stick, shall we? I'd be like,
Can blow
when
my
you see
nose.
that on a menu, like, what, am I gonna not try that? Like, come on. All right.
Yeah, the weather was perfect that day for sure.
Yes. I did kind of want to check out these other booths over here, or these other tents, but maybe we can do just after. Maybe we can do it after the Gator. That looks really good, man. I will admit, for 15 bucks, it's not like that much, but I assume, I don't know, it's the novelty that you're paying for, right? You're kind of paying for the gimmick, which, in their defense, like, it worked, right? So, can't really blame them. All right, is it time? It's time.
Right? Well.
All right. I think I was walking to my little eating spot. Oh my.
Tastes like Natty Light. Not a bad taste, to be honest. Natty Light's really the goat, man. When we did the taste test of all the cheap piss beers, never in a million years would I've guessed that Natty Light would have come out on top. But you know what? Honestly, I stick by my ranking. The shit, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. It's like it's at the end of the day, it's cheap.
As far as cheap piss beers go, you gotta keep that in context. Comparing all the cheap, shitty piss American beers, Natty Light, shockingly good.
Piss beer. I'm not gonna try to put it up against like the fancy craft beers or anything, but man, just for like a basic bitch, cheap, easy to drink, like perfectly fine tasting beer, gets the job done, man. Gets the job done. All right,
Marlboro.
Please tell me there's an open table. Come on, baby.
Corona and
Or just a
Modelo,
share,
only good
maybe?
cheap beer. Yeah, I don't count those though, because I was saying like good or like cheap American piss beer. Those are not American technically, right? They're good, and they're also cheap, yes. But when I talk about cheap American piss beer, I'm talking like Bud Light and Coors and Natty and
Came all the way
Michelob
here.
and
Nothing.
Miller, all that stuff.
That is a bit unfortunate. Well, all right. We can do the next best thing, which is sitting up against this wall over here and
PBR. PBR also a good one.
eating Gator on the ground, I guess. This is a chair I'm missing here.
Come on, streamer, get creative.
Well, hold on.
Don't sit on the ground. Dude, this lady was totally side-eyeing me,
Chair
wasn't she?
I'm
Hold on.
missing
Wait a
here.
minute. Wait, this lady was too. And I don't notice this in the moment, but maybe she was totally just like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Look at this lady right here, though. Come on. Could you be a little bit more subtle? Just totally giving me the side eye. Like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Well, hold on.
God, I'm not doing anything wrong. No, just look away. I wasn't looking. All right, lady.
Are you guys using the chair here? Okay. Thank you.
I will take that. Yoink.
All right, we got one.
Does it have a bomb strapped to my chest? It's my fucking phone. Kind of hard to confuse the two.
All right, hold on, Chad. Move this chair to an actual decent spot. Oh. There we go. All
Fucking
right.
side-eye bitch.
Actually, no, we're gonna go to the shade. Oh. Okay. All right, here we go. This will work. Ugh. Ugh. Gator on a stick. Oh. Whew. After a weekend of walking, I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh.
There's a lot of walking. A lot of
All right,
walking
so
up and down
Let's
hills.
give you a little close up of what we're working with, shall we?
No. I'm not gonna lie. I'd fuck up anything that looks like this any day of the week. Now, if you just told someone it was chicken, they probably wouldn't know, right?
I mean, not gonna lie, if you just told me it's fried chicken, I'd probably believe you were just like fried. Little. All right, I'll admit this angle right here, not super flattering. Kind of looks like a fried turd, if we're being honest here, but looks like a tasty fried turd. So that's good. Can I swap to a front-facing camera? Is that possible? I don't think I can do that in real time, like while I'm, without stopping the recording. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop the recording and film myself. I'm gonna switch this around so it's front-facing camera. All right, one sec, chat.
All right, you ready for like the least flattering angle of me you've ever seen before? I did this for you, chat, so I could taste test this, but all right, don't judge me.
Okay, that is such an unflattering angle, but oh, that's all right. Okay, let's give it a shot.
It's the face of a man who hasn't shaved in way too long.
It's not bad. I mean, it tastes like chicken, to be honest. Looks like chicken, too.
Which is what I remember from when I did it for the cooking stream.
Which does kind of like... That lines up with my experience of when I made Gator Bites for the Cajun stream, because that did taste very similar to chicken. It's a tiny bit more chewy than chicken, I guess. Like,
I hope you're enjoying the neck
slight bit
POV.
more of like a rubbery texture, not in like a excessive bad way, but you can tell a little difference.
Now, Lanaka, you can definitely tell it was actually Gator. Like, I remember the taste of Gator. Like, yeah, it was that. It's got a bit of a... I think I end up saying this, like a swampy flavor to it.
Almost as if like... Think of like texture-wise a hybrid of fish and chicken.
Yeah.
But taste-wise, feels like it's almost the same. It's not the same though. It's like...
I think at some point I kind of forgot that like I had the camera like viewing from like filming from the angle that I had. I was just, like, looking forward and just giving you neck POV. No, well. It's what she sees
How
meme.
do I describe this?
It'd be the it's what she sees POV would be like that's what she sees right there. The entire time when he's busting the nut.
Almost like a swampy flavor, a hint of like swampiness, and not like a disgusting way, in like a, I don't know, crawfish that came from the swamp sort of way. Pretty good.
Your Twitch profile pic right there, yeah. It's my new pic for my socials. Yeah.
Looking very shiny, very glistening. Also, not a flattering angle.
Well, don't get that POV of Dali very often, do you? What a beautiful man right there. Would I fuck me? Oh, I'd fuck me. Yeah, baby, looking fucking good. All those chins. Ugh.
All right, you know what, chap?
New
I'm gonna finish this
emote?
off.
When would you even use
and then
that?
We'll restart our exploration. All right. Give me a minute to eat. All right. Give me some privacy. Fucking weirdos.
All right, and then I proceeded to finish my Gator. Don't mind me.
All right. That was some tasty
Why am I
Gator.
filming?
Not gonna lie. Okay.
Oh.
Let's get the natty. Hey, buddy. All right, little cock cam right there. All right. Oh, hello.
Okay, filming from the wrong angle. Very
Let's,
cool. I can fix this.
Continue on our merry way, shall we? Now, I did want to kind of explore maybe the rest of the across the street area, so let's see.
How do they get the Gators? Are they wild caught? They were
squeeze their
ethically
way in.
sourced
Now,
according to that
I'm going to
booth.
want to enter the racetrack within probably the next, like...
In reality, how do they source them? I don't know. I mean, I know they farm them and raise them like in the along like the Gulf of Mexico, and after that, they probably just
having like a pre-race concert, but
take the meat, freeze it, and
There's
just
some
ship it wherever, just like they would like any other
country artist that I've never heard of before,
perishable
and
product.
I hate country, and I don't think there was really anything particularly interesting to film, so that's been going on inside the racetrack this entire time. I'm not too sad about the fact that I've missed
Yeah,
that.
they did a
but
pre-race
if
concert
anything,
of the track.
let's
I
check
didn't
the
bother
rest
because
of this
I didn't
merchandise
think
booth
I didn't
across
think
the
it'd be all
street. Never
that
got to
interesting to
these,
see.
Across the street, and I will say that. Wow. Please tell me and remind me to never get to the point where, like, if I'm wearing a T-shirt, I've got like my beer belly just kind of like quite literally spilling out.
Where did I see that dude?
Please tell me across the street. We never got to see these across the street, and I will say that.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, this is not a good look, man. You can't. Oh. You know, no matter what your body physique is like, make sure you wear clothes that like fit you properly. You don't want to have your man fupa just spilling out like under your shirt over your pants. That's never gonna be a good look, dude. Like if you're rocking the man fupa, so be it. But just make sure you wear clothes that
It's not like all the unofficial,
properly fit, you
non-licensed,
know?
like good shit, right?
nice scenery, rolling green hills. Oh yeah, beautiful area, absolutely.
I didn't realize,
Like, you know,
like,
I went to
all the way
this
that way, too.
went on this vacation partially for the NASCAR trip, but also just before and after, just to walk around and just view the landscape and the nature. Absolutely beautiful area.
Man, beautiful day outside too.
What if they don't make
Absolutely
shirts
perfect.
large enough?
Beautiful
Just
weather.
wear like a giant trash bag then. You're good.
Quite the scenic sunset right now. Even not quite sunset, but getting there. The golden hour.
All right, yeah. Let's cross the street. There we go.
What sort of other ghetto merchandise can we find?
So we're
Oh,
back
yeah.
across the street
I
to
got
more
time.
the more flea market-esque merchandise.
What is this? Oh, die-cast cars. Hey, Earnhardt. Where?
Can't imagine the smell of that portable toilet in the heat. It's never gonna be great, but oh well. Either that or you shit on the side of the street.
There you go. Yeah, thanks.
Thankfully, I never got to the point of
Yeah, just
desperation
looking
this
around.
weekend to need to shit in a portable toilet. I was able to just use the regular bathhouse in the campground.
What do you do with one of these if you bought them? Do you just put it on your shelf and just, I guess it's just like a decoration, right? Just like one of those things that's just there alongside with your porcelain dolls and your
Shit in a bag and fling it on the racetrack.
gourds and fruit displays, I guess.
We need a caution because the race is too boring. Yeah, toss some shit on the track. Okay. Now, I'll admit this upcoming part is kind of more of the same, so we might skip over
It was
this
so
a
that
little
way I
bit.
could like at least and
Also just a bunch of, like,
I
alright,
think that-
die-cast
I mean-
cars, okay, yeah, exploring through the tent. After a while, admittedly, all the merchandise kind of starts to blend together. It ends up being kind of the same sort of stuff.
Dale Jr.
Yes, I have a beautiful daughter. I also have a gun, a shovel, and an alibi.
What's the point of having that on your sock? Oh, there it is.
Me looking at the price of the NASCAR
Oh.
jacket. Okay,
I'm
110.
good, dog.
Only 110, not
It'd be
120.
funny to
That's
like
better.
show up on stream on like wearing a NASCAR jacket for $110. That's not that funny. Not
All right, going through the hats. Yeah. Oh man, this tent right here.
wow. Okay. It's just it's it's this booth. Okay. I mean, you see a lot of people walking around with this sort of merchandise on, so I guess it's got to come from somewhere, right?
Nah, I saw the obesity one. Fascinating.
All right. Now, what sort of stuff is this way? I see like even more stuff over here. This is like the
Surely a small size Trump shirt isn't needed.
not part of the track that like would
Maybe you're
normally
buying it for your kid. I don't know.
I guess, officially hosting stuff, but man, kind of wish I would have walked around here earlier if I'm being honest, but we got a little time. Let's walk around and see what there is to see. Definitely a lot of people here now, no doubt about that.
All right, let's see. See if I remember any of the.
Moonshine Bristol.
Yeah, I never found any sketchy moonshine. That was a little surprising. I was kind of assuming I'd find somebody just on
I don't
the
think that
side of the
counts as
road
sketchy
or just.
moonshine, unfortunately, but
at one of the tents, the camping sites, like just like, you know, giving away sketchy moonshine, but never saw it, to be honest. I'm the only one walking that way. Well, most people were making their way towards the track at that point, but I was kind of walking away from the track in the opposite direction. That's illegal? Yeah, plenty of things are illegal. It doesn't always stop them, bud. I got news for you. People break the law all the time. The next time we're not doing the NASCAR stream, I'll tell you guys the story about moonshine discussion I had with an old dude at a brewery. Hilarious.
Oh, jackets are 125. Oh my. Problem is, like, how many in what context can you really wear NASCAR jackets? You just wearing that in public like a regular jacket? And
Feels like you can only really wear it at a NASCAR race, right?
Bradley Rocket, I guess. I mean, I think they're cool. They look cool, but I almost feel like I could only wear it like maybe on stream occasionally as a joke, and that'd be it. Kind of like a high school Letterman jacket. Like you really only can only wear it in high school, and once you're out of high school, like when do you ever wear that sort of thing ever again?
Alright, more stuff, more stuff.
And now that I've drunk like 3 of these, I'm just like, well, I guess I could drink some more. Scammed.
Used to make your own quote-quote moonshine with a friend when you were younger? Like legit moonshine or just like motor oil that you made clear and called it alcohol? Hey, you learn,
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
20 years ago is impressive. Total champion.
Never found any Earnhardt
There he is.
Jesus imagery that I can remember, unfortunately.
Flea Market.
Skip it, skip it, skip it,
Pull out
skip
your knife
it.
and FSU Seminoles car, huh?
Topical. JF Gordon. Yeah. So, yeah, most of the
So
same
these
sort
are
of
the
stuff,
tents with,
right?
like the weird shit, right? This is the stuff I was looking for in the first place.
Don't think Americans filter yours through coal?
of it being funny,
I
weird,
have
so
no
it's
idea how the
weird.
moonshine process goes, so
Alright.
couldn't tell you. It's perfectly fine, 40% booze. Okay, fair enough. Some vodka. Alright.
Oh, Ricky Bobby.
Ain't first, you're
First
last.
or last.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, brother. Am I allowed to show this? This is art, right?
Oh my. Classy, little classy tank top
That was
there.
art, by the way. Very artistic, and therefore not...
Wait, what is this? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, I guess you're gonna get... Hold on, no.
That was art, by the way.
It's the first time I think I saw something... Oh my god, dude. I didn't actually see this. It's the first time I saw like an Kamala Harris shirt. This says Harris 2024 right there. I'm assuming you can make out what this is right here. It's not quite good enough for the bingo, I guess. It doesn't say specifically fuck Kamala Harris, but admittedly that is still kind of funny.
And therefore not bannable on Twitch.
old handy Harris, yeah.
Seems we found the Trump tent.
As if the other ones weren't.
There it is. Oh my. Okay.
Trump, no man, no woman, no commie can stump him. There you go. I don't know, would you have that just flying, I guess, like on your little like flagpole like in front of your house, I guess?
What is this over here? A veterans tent? I'm not a veteran. I'm not allowed to talk to them, obviously. There's some of the Florida State canopy over there.
All right.
Just, but my stomach is currently nice and... Gator. I think at this point, we're just like other campgrounds, right? Yeah, I think people are camping here. This is a... if I were to camp here next year, I would consider maybe camping on this side and this side just to see what the difference is between the side I'm on and the other side.
So, something I was saying last night when I was exploring through the campgrounds, or trying to explore through the campgrounds and trying to find like all the crazy weird shit going on. I talked about how I think I probably ended up, if I was looking for the crazy weird shit in campgrounds, I probably ended up staying on the wrong side of the track, like the wrong campground. Not because the campground I was in was bad, but because it was more of like the quieter side, I get the feeling that this side, so this is like north of the track, and I was saying south of the track. This seemed to be the part that had like all
This side definitely seems a bit more. The side I'm on seems relatively quiet, to be honest, and that's honestly not a bad thing for like being able to sleep at night properly and being able to just like not feel bothered at all times. But I'll be honest, this side, feels like this side's almost like the weird, like the more fun shit would potentially go down. I don't know.
I'd call it the party side, basically.
I don't know. If I were to come back, maybe I'd consider staying on this side, like I said.
So I think I kind of fucked up. I think, you know, I didn't know this in advance, but now knowing what I know, I should have stayed here. Because then I probably would have seen the more wild and crazy shit that I was looking for on Friday night that I never found, which was a feels bad, man. So, yeah, I kind of fucked up on that regard.
Oh, shit. That was a little stage over there as well. Okay.
I sleep in a tent or in my car. I just slept in the car. I rented tried to be an SUV. I ended up renting a minivan, which had enough space to just like set up my sleeping bag, so I just slept in there as my tent. Because I flew into I flew into a city and rented a car, drove to the track, so I couldn't like bring a tent.
I wish I could have seen like last night instead. Rip. What can you do? What can you do? You live and learn,
taking
I guess.
women back to my minivan? I did not.
Reserved VIP tailgating packages available.
Because like I said, the campground I was in was kind of the boomer campground, so it was mostly like older people. Not exclusively, but skewed older.
Hey, buddy. Hey, little
It seemed like
buddy.
when I went by this campground, it seemed like it was a much younger demographic overall, which is kind of why I'm realizing like, shit, maybe I should have explored this side instead.
Sure.
Doggy, hey bud. Sleeping in a van is comfy because it's much quieter. Yeah, exactly. That part's really nice.
Officially ready.
The only bad part is when the sun comes up in the morning, like the inside of the car will start to get really hot really quickly.
I also need to take a piss, but probably shouldn't stream that.
Yeah, not as comfy as the cardboard box.
Toyota there, Dory, right there, bro.
Toyota there, Dory.
Anyone feel like getting married real quick? Give me another couple hours, I can find my NASCAR wife.
Never found my NASCAR wife.
Gym girl, is that you? You're here? You like NASCAR too? Oh my god. I knew it was always meant to be.
May she rest in peace. That guy needs a new shirt. I get the feeling that shirt is very intentionally scuffed. Just a hunch.
Oh my, more merchandise stuff here. I had no idea. Well, there you go.
Yeah, once again, it ends up being mostly more of the same. Dude, some of the shirts here were pretty fucking hilarious. Here for the beer. Yeah, no Kamala though. I guess it's just still a little bit too recent.
America tank top right there. U.S. vintage even. Oh my. That's definitely a women's tank top. I don't have any titties to fill that out, I'm afraid. Too bad.
Yeah, more merch.
Yeah,
more
after a while,
merch.
driver, it does kind of feel like you're just like, I've seen one, I've seen them all, right?
No, the booths can only have so many different things,
Bristol,
right?
Baby, and oh, look at all these driver numbers, sort of things. It's terrifying.
Alright, yeah. This is really sad.
So this is a little sad and pathetic, I'll be honest.
Dali music, was there?
This direction.
I don't think so.
So this is a little sad and pathetic, I'll be honest. It's just like, oh, well. Yeah, look at this big old concert with all 20 people watching.
Now, in fairness, this was like hour and a half before the race started, so the majority of people were not just like sitting here to watch a concert. They were probably going inside or walking around outside the track before they went inside. But still, it was like this full band that was here, like playing on this stage, and like they're trying to like doing the whole like typical hype up the crowd or whatever, and there's just like like 20 people standing around. That'd be my nightmare as a musician. Just like you have to pretend like you're playing to a full crowd when it's just like this.
I guess it's a stage set up by the campground, so it's like ultra official, and it's relatively close to when the race starts. So I guess that means that it's not gonna be ultra packed or anything. But
yeah, this is the campground stage actually. It's Earhart Campground. Like so, literally, this campground just had a giant stage set up for people to gather. Fuck, man, I should have stayed in this one. Fuck. My sleep
I always
was
feel
much
bad
better
whenever I see like concert or artists like this.
in the one I stayed in. Man,
attracting the crowd, and yet they gotta like perform and act as if they're still performing to like a packed house or something. Like I guess I do something similar as a streamer, I guess sometimes, but still, I always see something like this, and I'm just like, oh man. All right, I think it's time that I head to the track. I think it's right around that time, TBH. All right, I need to find a bathroom first, though. I think it's right around that time. Oh shit, there's some over there. All right, that'll work.
Dude, there's literally one right here. Streamer, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways, I make my way to the bathroom, take a piss, and then we're on the home stretch, boys. This is pretty much almost done. I believe it's the last large clip.
Okay, it's time. Let's head on in. Time for the main event. Time to see if the track is going to be as impressively packed as it was 20 years ago. Probably not, but who knows?
You know, if you want the
Also,
dick cam,
you're going
to have to subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I need to bust down another beer. Oh.
I find any drinking buddies after the race was over? No, I mean like something that I noticed from something
left in my backpack?
that
Yeah, that's not gonna be enough.
it's probably just coincidental.
Oh well.
It's a bag of chips.
Probably should have mine more at one of the concession
Honestly, there
stands, so
weren't
be it.
as many people that I just randomly stumbled upon that I just started talking to at this race compared to Talladega. Talladega, there was like I was just walking around. There was all sorts of people that would just kind of start talking to you, or I would start talking to them, and you just kind of randomly kick up with a conversation with someone. That didn't really happen much, or really at all at Bristol. Maybe it's just a coincidental thing, just like luck of the draw, like I don't know, just
let's go, chat.
whatever. But
let's head on inside.
it's not like people were like more unfriendly or like. It's not like people were
a little bit so I can actually get my ticket out to enter the track. So
people that like, oh, I don't want to talk to them. It's just like, I don't know, just naturally just ran into less conversation
this race specifically
scenarios.
far more than I have previous ones. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but
I will say partially it's because I think
for the streamer to play it when the time comes, but oh well.
the intoxication level of your average attendee to this event was definitely lower than Talladega. I felt like everybody, especially the night before the race, at Talladega, like just everyone was shit-faced collectively, myself included. Whereas at this race, it felt.
The Jack Daniels chant. How many Jack Daniels?
Once again, I kind of stayed on the wrong side of the track, so that's part of it, I think. But it was more families. It was more. A large presence of people I saw at the Talladega race last year was like college kids, or like college-age kids, early 20s, whatever, that were there, like, not even necessarily even for the race itself, that were just there to basically just party before the race. I didn't get as much of that impression at Bristol. It felt like it was more just like boomers and more families and more. I mean, there were some young people, don't get me wrong, but I would say the average age of like the people I saw at Talladega, especially like the night before the race, was like
pace yourself over the course of the many.
A better way to put it. I'd say like 50% of the people that I saw at Talladega were like 35 or younger. Whereas here, I would say the percentage of people that were 35 and younger was probably closer to like
it's that time.
maybe 30%.
Man, there's no Hawk 2 on the bingo. Otherwise, I would have qualified right there. I don't think we completed the
Just
bingo.
an older crowd.
I'm
overall.
not gonna lie, I feel like I didn't see nearly as many things as I kind of thought we would. That's a little disappointing, not gonna lie. I'm kind of now realizing I might have stayed on the wrong side of the track, like the wrong campground. I feel like the one on this side was very obviously more the kind of crazy, weird shit going on side, and the side I think that I stayed on now that I've been there long enough seems to be more like the old people who don't want all them kids bothering them side, which totally understand that. If I'm being honest, if I wasn't filming content, I'd probably want to be on that side for that reason as well. But man, I should have come to this side last night. I kind of fucked up, boys. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fucked up. Oh well, live and learn. That's how life works sometimes. Guess that just means I'll have to come back, I don't know, some other time. All right. That was a big ass track, dude. All right, let's see where a gate is.
Tobacco. I didn't see this. TobaccoRights.com. Make your voice heard. Man, I don't relate to this at all. You don't see this much often. It feels like, people like booths that are trying to like advocate, like, save the tobacco.
Shall we?
Huh.
It's time.
I mean, obviously, if you're going to see something like that, this would be the event to see it at, right? But that's interesting.
Well, Toyotas? I want to see some cars. Toyota? Oh yeah, look at this Toyota hatchback under the hood. Wow, look at this amazing horsepower this beautiful piece of machinery has. Oh yeah,
that's an engine, yep.
That's an engine, yeah. Look at that. It's got some metal and some cables and some tubes and some liquids, some pink shit. Very exciting.
Is Toyota still racing in NASCAR? They are, yeah. There's 3 manufacturers in NASCAR: Chevy, Ford, and Toyota.
Clutch gear. Oh.
That was an engine, yep. It's kind of funny how, they've got the cars lined up showing off their insane engine, except instead of being like some sports car, it's just like
beer cans.
Just random Toyota hatchback. Yeah.
I'm doing my part. What can I say? All right. And just like that, we found ourselves back, ready to go, baby. Let's work our way over to our seats, shall we? I know they're gonna do like the driver introduction soon. I wanna be there for that. Gotta make sure I'm there when it's time for the gentlemen to start their engines.
Those boring Toyota SUVs keep their racing department funded. I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Oh my. She's going for it, dude.
Man. You from afar you can
Caught
tell
in
this place is
4K
big,
right there.
but like, it's hard to appreciate the sheer scale until you get like this close to it. It's very impressive, to be honest. Very, very impressive. All right, surely one of these gates I can actually get inside, right? Maybe. I know that
Where did I get my
seats
food?
would be in this direction, so I'm kind of pretty close.
Yeah,
to
I did
where
get a
wanted me
Food
to
City.
be. I already showed you
The
guys
funny thing is,
the inside of the track yesterday, so I'm not gonna go like.
The thing about Food City is, like, when I was a kid, I would watch NASCAR races, and there was always the race sponsored by Food City, and I was confused as to what Food City was, because, like, it's a grocery store. But I didn't know that because Food City didn't exist in the region of the country I was in. So when I got here, I was like, oh my god, it's Food City. It's what they named the race after. So I went there for the novelty, and yeah, got my groceries there. Is that the stands all the way up there? Yes, sir. If you didn't see the inside of the track yesterday, you might. I guess it's time to blow your mind today instead.
In demand as far as what spectators are here for compared to yesterday, but Jesus. Yesterday, there's no line, right? I just walked on in, and today it's just like.
For those that don't know, Bristol Motor Speedway is,
well, you can kind of see, right?
by distance of the track, the shortest track on the entire schedule, or like tied for the shortest track on the entire schedule. However, even if the track itself is small, the seating capacity is one of the largest on the entire schedule. And the reason is because, let's skip this part. The reason is because the entire track is surrounded by grandstands. So it's like basically an entire enclosed stadium. and
It's quite the aesthetic shot, though, isn't it?
it's known to be quite the spectacle of just to look at and of human engineering to see. So you guys will see it shortly. All right, just walking towards the thing. Hold on, come on, streamer.
All right.
All right,
I'll say, like, just packed. Well, I shouldn't say this yet. I'm not actually inside, but like up to this point, quite the contrast seeing this massive sea of people so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I was interested to see how full it was going to be because like this was the main event, right? So if it was the most amount of people
Kind of
were going to be
impressive so far. I'll be
now.
curious to see what, like I said,
And,
just how full the stands are. Because
I,
the impression, I guess, like, oh, there's a shitload of people here, but this track also holds 162,000 people, so
yeah,
that's admittedly a lot of people to try to fill stands with, right? So we'll see in reality if it ends up filling. Because people in Discord last night like, looks so empty. Oh, there's no one there. What's going on? I was like, oh, just wait till today. You know, you'll see it be packed today. Hopefully, I'm actually correct about that.
that's a lot.
Oh, cool. All right, gonna have to scan my ticket here, chat, and can't record while I do that. So, because ticket's on my phone. So, I'm gonna do that, and then once I'm through security and inside, I will restart. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Now you get a good showcase of what the security is like at a NASCAR event.
Okay. Ticket has been scanned.
This was last
Still waiting
Saturday.
to get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
line for security. I'll be eager to see just how thorough they are. Because yesterday it was just like, yep, come on in, walk through the metal detector. Oh, doesn't go off. Yep, you're good to go, bud.
So keep in mind, I've got a giant ass backpack on me. Well, not giant, but a regular backpack on me, filled with multiple cans of
lack thereof this
cans
time
of beer, a bunch of stream filming equipment as well.
If I made it through yesterday, I should be fine now, right?
Weird, they are checking
In theory?
some of the bags. Like they're checking those.
In theory. Oh. Can we go in now?
So for me, it's just like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Need to see the bag? Nope. Just straight on in. All right.
Well, it's just that easy. Backpack, camera setup, thing full of beer. Hey, come on in. You're good, bud. All right. Works for me.
Clear backpack sort of get through security.
All right.
That's what you would think, right?
Very
But I didn't have a clear backpack. I had a regular backpack, regular size, and not one. Like I'm not even talking about specifically this race. Not a single NASCAR race have I been to have they ever checked it ever. I just walk through the metal detector. It doesn't go off, and they're just like, "Yeah, you're good. Yeah, going in." Yeah, I've even asked a couple times, like, "Do you need to see the bag?" They're like, "Nope, we're good. Just come on in." So
actually, I'm very close to already my seats. Kind of picked the correct gate to go inside of.
at this event, yes, but
And
other events,
I
I'm
guess
talking
the
about just NASCAR races. Yeah, because you're right. At other sporting events, like, yeah, they'll absolutely check the bag. But NASCAR races specifically, the security
Side of
always
being
blows
here
my mind.
last
It's like
night already is that
shockingly lax.
I already kind of know where I'm going. Sort of.
Welcome everybody to Bristol Motor Speedway. Your co-host up on Colossus TV, Jose Castillo, Caitlin Vinci. We're so glad that you're here. The sun is going down. We're almost ready to go racing, Caitlin. This is a very important race in the NASCAR
There we are. A little more packed than last night, huh? Just a bit, just a bit. Now, where am I sitting?
So keep in mind, when I bought like the weekend combo ticket package that I did for this, it meant that I had the exact same seats for the Friday night and the Saturday night race. I was just trying to find the seats I was in the previous night. Makes it easy.
I know I'm in this general area. I'll be curious to see how much they enforce the seating assignments, because they didn't enforce them at all last night, which made sense. The place was probably only like a quarter full last night, so it didn't really matter. But at the previous NASCAR races I've been to, my experience has been that they don't give a fuck where you sit. Like, yeah, technically you bought a seat for a specific spot, but like in reality, they don't give a flying fuck about actually caring about where people actually go to sit. Like they never check your ticket, right? Where am I on the track right now? Let me just check.
Yeah, so they didn't give a fuck here either. You could have sit wherever you want. Nobody was checking. Nobody was enforcing it. Nobody was trying to like tell you like, oh, you can't sit here.
Hold on. Oh, actually, I think I know. Hold on.
All right, so here you go. If you didn't see last night, here's Bristol Motor Speedway in all of its glory.
Oh yeah, baby. There we are.
So yeah, place is huge. It's impressive, honestly. Well, it's small in that the track is small, but the venue is enormous.
I believe the race starts in like an hour and a half, or maybe an hour at this point. So
yeah, it's a stadium.
All right. Filling up. It's filling up.
And speaking of which, stick around because we've got some more music coming up. That's right, my man, Sterl the Pearl. Love him.
I think my seat's like over here. As I'm sure you can probably notice, that's in the sun. I'm not really.
Should be counted as the largest stadium in the world. Yeah, it's kind of weird. When I see rankings for that, Bristol's never included for some reason, which I don't know why, because it's just as much an enclosed stadium as any other stadium in existence, and yet this never gets counted. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, if it did get counted, I'm pretty sure it would qualify as the largest in the entire world. I doubt there's a stadium, like an enclosed stadium like that exists that can hold more than 162K. Yeah.
Desperate to sit in the sun, so I'll probably just like find just a random seat in this spot for now, and then migrate to my actual real seat once the time comes. Once again, like I said, I'm pretty sure I could sit anywhere. It wouldn't really matter that much, but you know what I could do? I could go down here for the driver intro stuff.
What's up, Jordy, coming out of the raid? Guys are just in time for some NASCAR action. Hell yeah, brother. Hey, Conan D, yeah, fellow American here to watch some American race cars go in American circles, user.
Which is kind of adorable.
Jordy said Tetsu is better than
Really
Dali.
gonna do that. This is the
Checks out.
front straightaway right here, so.
I'm gonna go down to the track to
expectations were they did
drive.
right around here,
It
but-
takes no skill, so I assume.
I don't see any sort of like stage or anything set up. So, oh, okay, hold on, I can see it. It's like it's in the infield.
Yeah, this
like
isn't
down,
Tetsu's territory right here, wasn't it? True.
Down, hold on, here. Yeah, so not really a spot that I can get to, unfortunately. Too bad. All right, well.
It's really weird. So like
they
the
got,
track
like,
had
a
like a
fucking
DJ
map.
dude that was playing like DJing the songs or whatever. But he kept like singing along to the songs like over the mic. And he wasn't even singing. He was just really kind of like yelling the lyrics the whole time. It was really weird. It's like, dude, can you shut up?
Trying to get people excited for.
Is that Jumbotron held by those cable/threads?
yelling a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's like literally
Trying to be the
suspended in
hype
the
man.
air by like 4
respect
giant
that
metal
that's his job,
towers
but man,
outside of the track.
I
It's
could
pretty cool.
probably do a better job than just yelling at a bunch of people. Anyways, the scale of this place is so fucking cool, man. Very impressive. Very cool.
Shut up.
Oh, all right.
Tetsu's territory is in an RV park? No, as in like in Tennessee.
Already, chat.
I'd like to think you can assume that this is more than just an RV park. Maybe one hell of an RV park though.
Like I said, I'm gonna find a seat, sit back, enjoy the show for a bit, and maybe when they start the driver intros, and especially maybe when they are getting close to starting the race, then we'll pick up from there. All right?
Surely American,
I'll
the
see you in a
stadium's
bit,
like
Jack.
twice the capacity of the largest European/South American soccer stadiums for soccer. Yeah, it's as far as like American spectacles, it doesn't get too much better than this, to be honest. All right, and so now we're just gonna kind of sort through the. We're pretty much almost done here. Like I'm not gonna show most of the race just because of that part's. That's not the part we're here for. But still, they do the driver introductions at Bristol specifically. They have drivers walk out onto the stage. They introduce themselves and they can say their clever quips or whatever they want. So anyways, same sort of thing. They're all being introduced on the stage. Oh, okay. This is the guy I wrote for, and this is the guy that, for the majority of fans, is not their favorite, let's say. Can you buy some VIP ticket to be able to go in the middle? Yeah, that's... Don't know the price, but
My
yeah.
boy. A lot of people don't like him. Woo.
Do they do flyovers for NASCAR? Ooh, maybe. Oh, that was just the end. Okay. Actually, yeah, what a topical question. Once again, it's the invocation. So at every NASCAR race, it's like such a NASCAR thing. They do like a, oh, the nostrils. They do the pre-race invocation where they essentially thank God and thank Jesus for this wonderful NASCAR race we're about to have. Oh, just hands raised. Praise the Lord.
Bristol, Tennessee. Be with us tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome back children of the drivers and crews, longtime Bristol Motor Speedway tradition, the Motor Racing Outreach Kids.
This was random, just a group of kids saying the national anthem, but okay.
Oh, ain't that adorable.
Jesus, protect these drivers. Ensure they only turn left and not right. Amen.
Kind of off tempo, just saying.
Yesterday was better. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of odd to me that it's like, this is how they choose to sing it. It's like, I get like it's supposed to like have like the adorable factor, but
stupid kids, I could sing better than them.
So do they do flyovers? Brother, this is America. What the fuck do you think? USA, USA.
Hell yeah, brothers.
Okay. I think the next one would probably just be a brief clip at the start of the race, I think. Oh, no. Say the thing. That's cool. Wish they did flyovers in EU. It's, I know it's a very American thing. It's kind of badass. Say the thing.
Okay, come on. Just say the thing, bud.
And one last thing. Happy birthday, Richard Childress.
They were saying driver start your engines. Like kind of a lame way to do it.
All right. Well, that was anticlimactic.
So anyways, ended up taking some pictures along the way, of course, showing off all the interesting sights and took the wide shot or whatever. Kind of cool. It's a night race, obviously, so pretty sick sunset, actually. It was kind of some pretty amazing scenery as the sun was going down, as the cars started parading around. Yeah, I don't know, more scenery shots, blah, blah, blah. And then I think this is the start of the race right here. Or not the start yet, but initial before the race laps right here. Yeah. Wonder how many people there have tinnitus? Well, pretty much everyone there was wearing hearing protection. Although the dude that was sitting directly to the right of me did not wear hearing protection the entire night. I don't know how, because that you would without question get hearing damage within like a couple of minutes of having no ear protection on at that place. It is, I mean, you're about to find out, deafeningly loud. All right, here's the start of the race. You'll find out in a second what I mean by how loud it is. All right, I'm going to turn this up to full volume just briefly, so that way you get a a taste of how loud it is. It's only gonna be for a couple seconds, but yeah, incoming ear rape, okay? Jesus Christ. So yeah, it's kind of loud. The audience is now deaf. Well, as you can tell, everyone's like wearing earmuffs and shit. You kind of have to. Okay. And just as the thing goes on, just for the rest of the night, I was mostly just chilling. Is this the end? I think it's, yeah, this is just the end. I didn't film any of the race just because, like, I don't know, I was just there at that point to just to enjoy it. By the way, in case you're wondering, the track attendance, it holds 162K. The final approximated attendance, I believe, was about 120,000. So it wasn't, like, completely full, but still, like, a shitload of people, right? So about, 3/4 full. But yeah, I'll be 100% honest. The race itself, by NASCAR race standards, was kind of boring. It was kind of a shitty race, and it was kind of uneventful, which was unfortunate, man. That was a bit of a bit of a bummer, that part, but oh well. A cool experience nonetheless. Winner of the race was the guy that's doing the burnout over there. Kyle Larson is his name. Also didn't help that, yeah, that dude that won, Kyle Larson, he led like 90% of the laps, so there was like barely any lead changes. Compared to all other venues, 100K plus is crazy large. Yeah, it's impressive. Sure. These guys were like Kyle Larson super fans. He was literally, I didn't even see this, like FaceTiming his dad. Dad, he won! He did it! He did it! He won! I can't believe it! Is this a testament to skill of the up-and-comers that Dale Jr. didn't win, or is Dale Jr. just getting old? I don't know, man. I don't think it's just a guarantee that, like, the best driver doesn't win every race. Like, depends on your car setup, depends on a lot of stuff. All right. Here's the final clip of the experience right here. The outro, if you will. That was the end of the race, obviously.
All right, chat. The race is over. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of a lame race. That's pretty unfortunate. Like, I enjoy races that have, like, either a lot of passing or some interesting events that happen or interesting strategy. Yeah, literally none of that happened, which is really too bad because it's not like this track is necessarily known for boring races, but man, that was a really boring race. That feels bad, man, but oh well. What can you do? The good news is, overall, the experience was still fun, still positive, still enjoyed myself, so that's good news.
How long was the race?
Now
3
I get to
hours.
go back to the car and pass the fuck out. Wake up tomorrow and continue Eastern Tennessee adventures, so still things to look forward to. So, alrighty. Anyways, I suppose that's the end of the stream. I'll be honest. Of the 3 NASCAR tracks I've been to, at least for stream, yeah, I'll just say it. This was the least good one. It was still fun overall, but it's nothing tops Talladega. I'm gonna keep it real. Nothing can top Talladega. That's okay though. Still fun, and still enjoyed a shitload of beer, which is really the reason you come to this sort of thing, anyways, right?
The reason everyone comes to this sort of thing, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to walk back, take a shower. The campground I'm in does have a shower house, which is appreciated. Take a shower, and then pass the fuck out. So, I will catch you guys. I was going to say, like, once I get back from vacation, but I guess technically when you watch this, you're going to catch me literally now because I'm already back. So, good for you. I'll see you guys in the future. Streamer, say the thing. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Well, here's the thing. So yeah, like, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I was a little disappointed by the entire weekend experience. It's not to say that I didn't have a good time. I still did. I think maybe I came in with expectations that I had set too high for myself. I think I built up my expectations for things that I'm not going to say like I never would have seen, but things that Talladega last year set a certain standard, okay? And like in my mind, I couldn't help but compare it to that standard. And it's an unfair standard because I think Talladega is like the wildest and craziest it'll ever get. But yeah, I don't know. The entire weekend was like it just kind of it fell a little flat for me. It was still fun to stream. It's still fun to stream the content and still fun to show off that stuff. But everything I went to and like everything I planned out was just like, man, that was all right, but like, nah. So I think for future NASCAR races, I'd go to different tracks. It's not to say that I didn't enjoy myself, and like I'm glad I went just to experience it, but I'm not on Talladega. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd go back absolutely. Bristol, I'm just like, I'm not itching to go back anytime soon. Now if I lived like an hour away, I could just drive there. Sure, absolutely, but like I'm not gonna like fly out there and rent a car and drive all the way up there and stay over there for 2 nights. That was a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of money. At that point, I'd rather try different tracks now at this point. So, that's okay. Like I said, combination of just me kind of fucking up and probably staying on the wrong side of the track, like camping on the wrong side, and then B, just me setting my expectations probably a little bit too unrealistically high. And C, unfortunately, it just being kind of a shitty race, and it's not always a shitty race, just happened to be one that night, so is what it is. Was Talladega the one where I got lost in the middle of the night? It was, yes. That'd be the one. So, there you go. There's the NASCAR stream part 4, boys. So, in case you're wondering, after this race, I ended up, vacation still lasted a few more days. I joined up with my dad, actually, and we stayed in Western North Carolina and explored the region and the area. And we did a whole bunch of stuff, but we, one night at least, ended up having a campfire at the place we were staying at. And it was good because I still had a few natty lights to polish off anyway. So sat by the comfy campfire, chilled with my dad, enjoyed some natties. And honestly, this was the best night of the trip. I enjoyed this one a lot. This was better than the Bristol nights because I just got to sit here and chill next to the fire, have a comfy, cozy time. We grilled brats over the fire and just made some brats and had some beans. It was really comfy. Western North Carolina in shambles right now. Can't reach your family on the phone. Yeah, definitely probably had a bit of a rough past 24 hours. Probably windy and wet, I imagine, but we got there, squeaked this in just in time before the hurricane blew in. Although, funny thing is, after this night is when I got sick. So, like, immediately the next morning when I woke up after this night, I just felt like complete shit, and I've kind of felt like shit since then, so. Hey, this was Monday night, so yeah, I woke up on Tuesday night feeling like shit, and I still feel like shit today, so don't love that, but oh well, I'll get better eventually, that's what happens. Alrighty, kids, well, hey, we did complete the bingo, that's good. Boom. Got a little lucky. How many did we find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 9 of 24. Honestly, yeah, I just didn't end up seeing the type of like as many crazy things, crazy shit as I was admittedly kind of hoping to. Like, never saw any coal mining references, which is a little shocking. Never saw any sketchy moonshine. No NASCAR tattoos. Are there any other NASCAR locations that I'd go? Yeah, I've thought about that. Like, where could be the next one that I do? I'm not sure. Daytona is an obvious choice on the list of like potential options because the Daytona 500 being kind of like the most famous NASCAR race, that one could potentially be a pick. There really aren't that many nearby me. Although one next year that is kind of neat is they do a street race in Chicago. They do one where they section off a certain section of Chicago streets and close it off and have a NASCAR race on them. That might be kind of cool next year. That one's actually pretty easy to go to since I'm only 2.5 hours south of Chicago, so they could consider doing that next year. Maybe. Dover's a really nice track. I've heard Dover's nice, but there's 2 problems. Number 1, I believe next year Dover's race is going to be in the middle of July. It's not it's not at night, it's a day race. And number 2, I'm gonna keep it real. What the fuck reason do I have to go to Delaware? I mean, I for the race, sure, but like outside of that, like, I just think of the Waynesboro joke, like, look at us, we're in Delaware. Hi. I am in Delaware. Daytona's in Florida? Yeah, it is. It's like central Florida coast. Yeah. So Daytona's an option. Maybe Chicago street race next year could be an option. They have a track near St. Louis. I'm not that far away. In theory, I could go there. I don't know. But Pocono? Yeah, Pocono's in Pennsylvania, right? That one could be a possibility, but I don't know. To be honest, the ones I want to go to are the ones that have like the wild and crazy shit going on, because that's the part that's like fun to stream. And from what I'd heard, like Talladega and Bristol were the two biggest ones for that, and Talladega like far outclassed Bristol in that regard. So Talladega, it feels like it'd be hard to. It's almost a bad thing that I ended up going to that one as one of my first ones, because now it's just like nothing will ever be able to match that level of craziness. That's all right. All right, kids. Well, there you go. NASCAR stream part 4 in the books, baby. When will the next one be? I don't know, but hey. They're fun enough to the point where I'm sure we'll stumble upon one other one eventually at some point. Anyways, kids. Your family has a house like 10 miles from Pocono's Raceway. It was always an adventure to get back to New York City when the race weekend's off. Over, I assume. Yeah, I've heard the traffic in and out of Pocono is absolutely fucking crazy. That makes sense. You gotta find more butter stick eaters. Yeah. Butter stick and gator stick, what's next? Yeah, we need to find some like squirrel or possum on a stick. Yeah. Alright, guys. Anyways, so no stream tomorrow. I swear, next week, we're finally going back to no streams on Fridays and we'll stream on Saturdays instead. I promise you, like, the Friday streams are still temporary. So yeah, no stream tomorrow. I'm going to be hanging with friends, assuming I feel better enough by then. I hope I will. Stream on Sunday is going to be back to World of Warcraft, so we're going to be doing a Salvador Nax with DMF. Not a speed run, but I'll have DMF. Hopefully I don't lose it again like I did the previous two. Monday will be a double Nax on the Alt Ally Warrior and Pilla. And then the Tuesday Nax will be the Revival Raid for 5 Sunders, please, on the main Ally Warrior. Oh shit. It's finally back, baby. Let's do it. You guys can do ! Discord in the chat if you feel like joining my Discord. It's a place where I post stream news, stream announcements. Anytime I go live, I'll make sure to ping you guys. It's a place where you can ask me what are truck nuts, and the answer is I'll tell you when you're older. Or I'll tell you when you're less European, perhaps. Brother, if you don't know what truck nuts are, then yeah, you don't belong here. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to watching your cringe-ass soccer games. Ugh. Anywho, appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys keeping chat lively. As always, hopefully you enjoyed the NASCAR content. And if you're NA, have a good rest of the afternoon. If you're EU, have a good rest of the night. If you're OC, have a good rest of the morning. And I'll catch you guys on Sunday for some Salvador Pump.